Hey, teacups, it's your girl Monica. Welcome back to the All About the Tea channel. Joining me tonight are teacup affiliates, Schoolboy. Hey, Schoolboy.
Hey, how y'all doing? I hope
Good.
everybody blessed this evening today.
It's Friday, child.
Oh,
Listen.
this week looked like it took forever to get to
Yeah,
Friday. I
yeah.
think that was the devil because they knew Monday we off. So I know everybody out here twerking this weekend. Be safe, keep your mask on.
This was a struggle week for me. Every day felt like a Monday. Every day. There was no ending to it. The nightmare of it all. It was
It
just
was hell.
ooh.
It was
Yeah,
hell.
Hell Week.
Hell
Absolutely.
week.
Hell Week. Also joining us this evening is teacup affiliate Marcella. Hey,
Hey guys,
Marcella.
Hey,
don't
Marcella.
hit those likes, y'all. I'm feeling good, good, good.
Oh, okay. You feeling blessed? I see that glow. You got that glow all over you, child. Okay.
So the schoolboy now. Let's not leave out her glow.
Oh yeah, I love her lighting. The lighting is just amazing. Also joining us this evening is teacup affiliate, the Bishop. Hey, Bishop.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Good. How you
Good,
doing, brother?
good. Now, Plez is having some technical difficulties, so hopefully she can join us soon. She gets that all worked out. She's having problems with her internet. Well, we're going to go ahead and get started because we don't want to keep y'all waiting too long. First and foremost, please like and share this video. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, I need you to hit that subscribe button down below. All right. And for those already subscribed to the channel, go on and bang that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the piping hot tea that we serve on this channel. Teacups. On the agenda tonight is CPS investigating Summer Walker's malnourished baby. And child Judge Joe Brown, he is dragging folks and he is disgusted with Hippo, and I quote, Hippo, Lizzo, and streetwalker CardiB. Now, before we dive into the tea, we need to check on our stop burnt your lip child on that tea. Listen, Max, okay, before we before we dive into that tea, we need to check on our folks. Let's go ahead and do the roll call. All right.
Roll call, it's a roll call. Tune in and let us know what's up with y'all. We want to hear what you gotta say. Teacups, turn them up, what you sipping on today. Roll call, it's a roll call.
All right, let me see here. Tracy Bryan, I want to give you a shout out tonight. Queen Tulsa, Oklahoma. Hey, boo. She is our correspondent she's always live in the streets, okay? Naj sings, hey, boo, fun to be blonde, NYC. I see you. Harper Hearts, Charlene, Ann Stone, Nathaniel Davis, TLW. Hey, boo, that's family. Kanisha Brown, hey, sweetheart, how are you? Lemon drop. That sounds kind of good. I can use a lemon drop right now on a Friday night. Melissa, hey girl. Tawana to Inspire TV. Hey, my love. Mississippi Magnolia. Prosperity. Thick Girl 40. Hey girl. Fee Washington. A Freeman. Donna. Asha. Colette. Jazz loves kicks. Yvonne, Juanita. Hey, Juanita. Naturally Page. Hey, boo. Lanifa, Velda, Freddie, Raquel, Pallets and Pugs, April Cordona, Adrian, Tanya. Welcome. Thank you for joining us this evening. You could be anywhere and you're here with us, and we appreciate you. All right, so let's dive into this tea tonight because it's some good tea. And I'm pretty sure it's going to cause a little bit of controversy. But you know we like that over here. Listen, it wouldn't be all about the tea if it wasn't some controversy, okay? Miss Pretets, RN. Miss Pretty T, RN, BSN. Thank you for the super chat. Hey, teacups, I feel like I'm becoming a regular. Okay, ain't nothing wrong with that. Okay, good.
I mean that.
That's a good thing. Okay. All right. We probably won't be doing the after dark tonight because Plaz is having technical difficulties. And y'all go easy on Bishop tonight. He has a headache. Okay. He's not feeling 100%. So don't beat him up too much. Andrew Reese. Hey, brother. How you doing? Hello, Monica and family. I know Judge Doo Brown isn't trying to drag anyone. Oh, Doo Brown. Lord have mercy.
I want to rap. I'm sorry.
Doo Brown. Okay, so first up is Summer Walker. She's on the agenda. Now, this is a very serious issue, y'all. There she is right there, you know. Earlier this week, she's a singer, songwriter, Summer Walker. She was trending on social media after sharing a set of photos of herself holding her infant daughter. Let me go ahead and pull that up. See, that's what she shared. Let me tell you, child, this photo got folks up in an uproar. It lit a few tampon strings. Some panties got in a wad. Let me tell y'all, okay? People was highly upset over this photo. A lot of her fans reacted in a very negative way. She kept the child's face covered, as you can see, as she kept the child hidden from view since her daughter was born in late March. The baby's only 2 months old, but that didn't keep people from speaking on the baby's appearance. Now you see the very, very skinny legs and stuff. It got people concerned. For me, it's the way she's holding the baby and that bottle cropped up the way it is. That's not very safe. The baby can choke on whatever it is it's ingesting. So the images grabbed a lot of attention, as I said, as people had things to say about the baby's weight, questioning what the star was feeding the child, and expressing some serious concerns, okay? Some people even got very cruel in her comment section, and Summer herself responded by making it clear that she wouldn't be sharing her daughter to the public going forward anymore. The star took to her stories to say that diva mode was activated and that pictures, hugs, casual chats with fans were officially canceled with her Deadinia, as she put it. Is that her name? Deadinia. I guess that's what she's calling herself. Or the situation is dead. So now, according to a report by my favorite site, Media Takeout News, Summer Walker is facing an investigation by California's Child Protective Services after at least 3 people contacted the agency to report suspected child abuse. Okay. Yeah. Fans reported Summer Walker after she posted that photo that I just pulled up here. Let me show it to you again. All right. They claim the baby looks emaciated. Let me stop right there in this report. Schoolboy, what are your thoughts on from what we see? We don't see much, but, you know, does the baby look emaciated to you?
This is a sensitive one, okay, because it's a child involved. And my thing is, Summer Walker has been kind of mentally needing some mental help way before the child came along. Just with, you know, her being an introvert, and just she was talking about the energies and all that, and couldn't do meet and greets, and, you know, but how do I say this? Treading with children. Now, my niece was born very, very small, but her mother does breastfeed her, but she also has to give her formula because her weight was so small when she was a baby. And so every 2 weeks, she has to go to the pediatrician to get her weight to where it needs to be. Now, I don't know if Summer Walker is going to a pediatrician, what they're advising her or anything like that, because I'm not a doctor. I have billed and coded for pediatricians and PCP doctors and how they handle their things. I don't know if she's going through the right thing. Now, I will say this, it's fine if you as a parent want to be vegan or whatever, but when kids are small, they cannot make up the supplement. You can't give them a vitamin or something else to supplement what they're not getting out of the diet that they're on. Now, I don't know if even being vegan, plant-based, all this other stuff is even for children at this point in stage, because a lot of things like that, you can't produce those things. You know, you have to make those up in other foods. Now, if somebody did call the authorities, here's the thing. People got to be careful what you post on social media. If you don't want to share your child with the world, you should have just never put it up there to begin with, because people look for the smallest ticky-tack things to say and state about you, your kids, I mean, whatever. They can find something, they will, you know, attach it. I don't think she should have said anything because she's been problematic in the past with certain things that she said and how she's carried herself. I don't know with the medical history of the child. The baby does appear to be smaller than most babies that I would see at this age, but I also don't know if that child has some kind of medical history that I don't know of. I hope that she is following doctor's orders, pediatrician's orders, and she's feeding the child properly. But that's pretty much all I got to say because I'm not really trying to touch into that too deep because that's not my place.
Yeah, Bishop, what are your thoughts just on that, right? You know, that portion of the report, the baby does look kind of small and underweight. I've had several babies, and I know personally for me, I breastfed and gave them formula because I can't keep up. My babies were greedy. And I only have two. That's it, 2 breasts. This is one me, 2 breasts. What are your thoughts?
The baby does look kind of small, but I remember when my nephew was around 2 months, 3 months, he was a small baby. He didn't start getting chunky until about like 5, 6 months, and he was a breastfed baby. And I'm not sure if her baby just solely breastfeeding because the baby did have a bottle in her mouth. So it could have been formula. We don't know. Some children are just some kids are just naturally small. I think we as a society, we have been seeing so many healthy, big people.
Overfed babies, yeah.
Yeah, or obese people. And they're and you know, so we're kind of used to that big, you know, that thickums. But back in the day, you remember most of the people were small. If you remember back in the 80s and 90s, before people start blowing up. So it looks, the baby looks very small compared to what we used to seeing. So we don't know, but I do know plant-based children. I do know them. They never had meat in their life.
They never.
You actually can look it up on YouTube. And them kids are healthy. You know what I mean?
Well, some of them can't barely make it down the stairs. I mean, they don't have any meat on them. It's, you know, they're tired. They need meat.
Some of them, the healthy ones, like that.
Oh, Lord. What are your thoughts, Marcella, on, you know, the fans? At least 3 fans called CPS on Summer Walker. She's under investigation. What are your thoughts?
Okay, you know, this is my field, so I just feel that maybe this baby was preemie, but like a lot.
It wasn't preemie. I can confirm that it wasn't.
Okay. So, but a lot of celebrities protect the identities of their baby. They don't show anything but the hand or the feet. We know that Summer Walker, I don't understand why she even got pregnant. And maybe it's by a rapper to have clout. But I believe that, you know, maybe she needs assistance with the baby. Where's the family? Where's the father? This baby is small. The legs are very small. Her taking a picture in her bra and panties outside is inappropriate. And then, you know, propping the bottle up in the baby's mouth, that is a alert for me. I think that she needs to be doing more, but this baby is 2 months at the time of this picture. And they do gain a little bit of weight, you know, like after 4 weeks. So, you know, I'm glad she's being reported. If it becomes unfounded, I would be happy about that. But she needs to be cautious. Now that she knows that people is taking a look into her life about her child, if she loves and value her daughter, she needs to lay off the pictures.
The report gets worse. Okay. It gets worse. The fans are claiming that Summer is not properly feeding the child. And like I said, they've asked California CPS to get involved. They became worried after she posted that pic. And Summer has a very unorthodox parenting style. I mean, I don't understand. It's not my parenting style. For example, she's a vegan and doesn't believe in giving infants baby formula. And she posted this photo of what she's feeding the baby. Okay, can y'all see that?
What?
That's what she makes the formula with. And it appears that she creates her own formula based off of hemp seeds, lime juice, honey, raw organic honey. Now, there's a problem with that because a 2-month-old's digestive system is unable to digest hemp seeds, or lime, or honey. In fact, those ingredients could be deadly to an infant to ingest at 2 months. And a baby should be consuming formula and breast milk only that young. Mm-hmm. Yes, and this is what the formula looks like when she's done. It's like green. It's a green juice. Good Lord. Oh, my gosh. Schoolboy. Yeah. That's why CPS probably does need to step in. I mean, you can't be feeding that child pumpkin seeds and stuff like that. I mean, it's not going to work. You might want to be vegan, but you can't make a baby vegan. What are your thoughts, schoolboy?
See, now, I was trying to, she don't got no pediatrician. Where is this child going to every month for the monthly checkups and going for vaccinations? I've got a problem with something ain't right in the milk around there. Something ain't right. Somebody need to go around there and check on that baby. Now, I don't want to, because this is a baby involved. I'm not trying to go in hard, but why are you giving that baby hemp seed?
Honey.
Where is London on the track? That is that's your child. I mean, where in the hell is
he got about 100 other kids. I doubt he cares.
But I'm just saying that's not, you don't give babies that. I understand people want to be, look, I'm all for everybody being healthy. Okay. I'm all for everybody, doing what you're doing, but you need to do your research before you start creating even Googling certain things to give your children at such a young age. And even if someone just said in the chat, she's not vaccinating her child, but even if she's not, she still needs to take her child for checkups. Mm-hmm. That's you need to do that because they're small. They don't have an immune system that's able to fight things as like an adult. That's not right, Monica. No, I can't get with that. No, I'm sorry. I ain't got nothing to say on that because I just can't. No.
It don't make no damn sense. Bishop, after seeing the formula, it's a green formula. It's green juice that she's giving the baby. Hemp seeds, pumpkin seeds, honey, and lime. What are your thoughts?
That she is a recipe for disaster. Babies cannot have honey. Simple reasons that it's too much for their little systems. I remember my little nephew was crying so much, and he was about 2 or 3 months old. And he wouldn't take his pacifier. He wouldn't take no milk. He wouldn't take nothing. And I was watching him for like a few hours. And I put a dab of honey on his pacifier, and he just kept it in there, just sucking on the pacifier like it was nothing. And then I told his mother, I'm like, well, he was crying so hard because you wasn't here, and it was his first time without her being around. And I told her, she's like, oh my God, you gave him honey? And I was like, yeah. I put a dab on it so he can keep it in his mouth. She's like, you're not supposed to do that. I said, well, why? She's like, well, the baby's system cannot have honey whatsoever. I said, oh, I'm so sorry. I said, I would never do that again. But the thing is, it's like, ma'am, even if you're going to give your children plant-based vegan lifestyle, they can't eat that stuff until a certain age, like at least like around like 1 year old, 12 months. Nice. So it's like the baby can't eat that just yet. But she's feeding the baby that, like, no, the baby should only have breast milk if you're going to be vegan.
Right. You have the vegan diet and give it to the baby via breast milk.
Yep.
Someone said that their child was drinking buttermilk.
Well,
ma'am. Okay.
Well, yeah.
Buttermilk is sour. Buttermilk is sour, though. It's actually, you actually have to add, it's like a sour thing. Buttermilk, and it's very heavy. I don't think a baby can ingest butter. Okay, but if you say so, buttermilk in a baby.
Now, is there vegan formulas? I would believe by now we have some kind of vegan formula that's out there, maybe on the market. I mean, I knew I couldn't take, when I was a baby, my mom went through 5 or 6 different formulas until they found a specific carnation formula that would palate my stomach because I couldn't take all of the other formulas. I mean, and that stuff back in the day was like $45, $50 a can. That wasn't cheap formula. So I'm wondering, has she tried other formulas? Are there plant-based formulas? I mean, hell, they got.
I don't think there's a problem. She just wants to feed her baby this stuff. Mm-hmm. It's not the baby can't ingest the other things. I think she just wants her baby to have these things. She's one of those hippie type women, these new age women that's into that kind of stuff, feeding their babies 1 pumpkin seed a day kind of thing. Listen. God bless her, though. It sounds very dangerous to me. And now I see why the fans have called CPS on her. Really? Yeah, buttermilk. Come on now. Yeah, y'all ever had? You can't even ingest buttermilk as an adult like that. It's very heavy and it's sour.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Yeah, you put it in baking when you're baking and stuff. Really, buttermilk, and then you're making pancakes and that kind of stuff and cakes. But yeah. Okay, all right. Summer Walker girl, you're gonna have to get it together. Y'all mentioned yesterday Tasha K had said some stuff about her. Now I see why. It's kind of dangerous. And she is reacting and she says this: y'all are weird for even giving babies that processed government shit. Throw some real fruits / veggies in a blender and give it to them. Huh? Who are her doctors?
Her government name, and they're gonna come and get her government child because the way she is. Honey is so dangerous for children. If she is a vegan, the best thing for her too is to give the baby breast milk from her breast. Her putting honey and all these flaxseed oils and all this kind of stuff is very dangerous for an infant. Now, I had a premature child and I gave her breast milk. And because of my culture, after 2 weeks, we sprinkled cereal into a bottle that we gave her 4 ounces. But I made sure that I gave her breast milk so she could use the bathroom. Y'all teacups, look, who riding with me to go and take this child? Because y'all need to roll with me. We need to.
I'm with you, Marcella.
I'm with you.
I'm with you, Marcella.
I mean, there's some people in the chat saying that there is vegan formula. I guess there's a diet, a vegan formula that you can make from Dr. Sebi, but she's apparently not going according to what.
Well, maybe she's making that. Maybe
she's trying to attempt to make that, I guess, and she's not making that. I don't know. I would rather go purchase something at a store, a Whole Foods, or somebody that got some already made if I don't really know what I'm doing.
Keep reporting her. Keep reporting her every time.
Something's not right. Something's not right here. Something is
rolling with me because I'm ready to go right now.
Something ain't right. So she also had this to say. She went beyond just saying you need to eat fruits and vegetables. Hang on a second. I'm gonna pull it right up here. Oh my goodness, child, this is just a mess. So she said, and I quote, "Up here is 43 cents. Similac is $32 to $36. I don't understand. A bowl of fruit for the child would still cost less than formula for the week. To feed the child daily, one is $1.67 a meal. One pear is 43 cents. One meal, 2 apples, 74 cents. Meal 3 peas, 50 cents. $11.69 weekly, and they drink water, so it's cheaper. $23.38 for 2 weeks. Yeah, okay. Now I see why they call. Now I see why they call them. Now I see why it all makes sense. It didn't make sense to me before. I really wasn't paying much attention. Now I get it. Child needs some help. The baby daddy is not in the baby in her life as much because he got baby mama drama, right? Isn't that right, schoolboy?
Yeah, the baby mamas don't like Summer because apparently, allegedly, the baby mamas have aired Summer out before saying that she was the reason why he wasn't taking care of the other children or wasn't coming around because she was telling him that he could not come around. It was all about her. So it's a lot of drama in that equation right there. Personally, she shouldn't have. I don't think that she should have had a child with him, given all of the mess that was already formulated in that. So I just feel like they added something else spicy to it and just lit a match, and now it's just on.
Right. Yeah, breast milk is nature's milk. It's right there. That's the most purest form of vegan you're going to get is nature's milk. That's what women back in the olden days, they wouldn't feed, the kids. They didn't have Similac, so you breastfed your baby. Out in the jungle in Africa, when we all came from Africa, right? Breast milk. And it worked the best. Breast milk is the best cure for colds and infections and all that stuff. So yeah, you can have the vegan diet, but just breastfeed the babies. I breastfed all my kids until they were really big, 2 and 3. 2 and 3. Okay.
Yeah,
You
I'm
playing my
glad that
cousin.
she did do this. I'm glad that she put this baby up there where she can bring attention to herself, and Child Protective Services need to be attentive to her. They need to take this baby, teach her some classes. I don't understand for real, y'all, why these women keep having these babies by these rappers. If they have 2 street kids before you and they not paying them, what makes you think they're going to pay you? Come on now. Put this dude on child support. Go and get your food stamps and your WIC so the state can go after them.
She got money. She's an R&B singer. So I don't even know why she's counting fruit. 43 cents, pears, peaches, and apples, and pumpkin seeds. She got money.
You know why? Their money comes from touring.
Oh,
and she couldn't tour.
But Bishop, she said she refused to tour because she did not want to be in settings with her fans. She's the one that said that.
She is she's a knockoff. Which I won't pay her no attention.
Yeah, she is, and she and the lie detector determined that was a lie because she went stripping for years. You ain't got that much stage fright. I'm just saying.
I'm just confused about her since day one and about just her in general. I've been confused about the whole thing. How do you, this is my thing. I get it, and even I'm learning this too. Even though I feel like I shouldn't be trolled on like a public figure, but I do. You have to be cognizant of what you put out there because people sit around and nitpick everything. Mm-hmm. If she felt like this is how the parenting style that she wants to go with, she should have never put that online. I'm sorry. People gonna get up in there and get crazy. One thing I can always say about Queen Beyonce, you don't never see her kids. You don't never see them doing nothing.
She's smart. She's smart.
Nothing. She does not allow you to mess with her intellectual prowess because she don't give you nothing to talk about.
Olivia Teagle says CPS would have to prove that she actually gives the baby honey. Well, all they got to do is do some blood work. I hope she isn't, but they would need evidence. Well, here's the evidence right here. I mean, there's a big chunk of the evidence. Honey, did you miss this part? I mean, here she says she posted, this is what she gives the baby. She says this is what she gives the baby.
Well, let's ride.
You see the baby bottles there, right there, uncovered. And then she said that this is the final product when she's done. Doesn't mean she's necessarily giving it to the baby, but I mean, this is a start in the investigation. That's a start.
I'm disgusted by that.
Yeah. All right, y'all. I want to acknowledge a few super chats. I want to thank some of our very generous teacups. Avalon Park, thank you so much. See, when you have a man that really does love the woman, that is how the mother treats the child. Oh, okay.
Right.
Sabrina Johnson, thank you so much for the super chat. Just coming in to say hi. The panel's always the best. Thank you, Sabrina. That's so sweet and kind. We appreciate you. Lakeisha Brown, hey, boo. Hey, sis. Honey contains spores of bacterium called Clostridium botulinum, which can germinate in a baby's immature digestive system. Yeah, that was a give no baby. What in the world is going on here? Thank you for that education. We appreciate it. Nina Lecky, thank you for the super chat. We appreciate you. It's understandable that it's a sensitive subject, but we also have to remember she didn't want this child. Ooh, she didn't want the baby?
She sure didn't.
She went on a rant about this. This is scary. A child needs these foods to be properly grown. Needs food to properly grow. I'm really concerned about this child, really and truly. Avalon Park, again, thank you. The pediatrician was one of 3 that called CPS. As soon as that bitch left, he told the nurse, hey, get CPS on the line.
I mean, and no shade. That's the part of their job. If you come that baby and come in there and they think something is up, that is their job to call.
Yeah, it is.
Oh boy, Antoinette Williams, behave. I'm getting complaints about you. Mods, you can handle that bitch. Please handle her. We're not going to tolerate her.
Yeah, because she been coming in here every single night. She think I don't see her.
Oh, saying nasty stuff. Let me just go ahead and block her. Let me just go ahead and block her. I'll do it right here. Blocked. That was easy. We don't need that. Okay. All right. Let me see here.
And when I had my children, I breastfed them. Because I just felt like economically at that time it saved me money, but I felt like that connection that we had with my kids breastfeeding from me. And I think breast milk is better for the kids because it helps the kids in chain of thinking and everything. And I have 3 successful biological beautiful kids that came from this pretty coochie.
Oh my God.
That's true, Marcella. It does it does connect you hormonally to your mother.
It does.
It does.
And I mean,
really,
if your baby can't take it, then you get some, you
Right.
find a formula. I don't understand.
But in my culture, we did sprinkle a little bit of cereal, rice inside of their cereal after they were 3 to 4 weeks. We did, and it was
3 to 4 weeks, Marcella. 3 to 4 weeks or months.
My culture, yes.
Oh,
and I'm gonna tell you, when I was in Panama, when I had a maid for my children, it was the nanny. Well, she told me in their culture they can breastfeed my kids for me.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
they can breastfeed your kids. How?
Because they're older and because they nanny so many children, they keep milk fluid in their breast and they are able to feed your kids. But see, I had a nanny, but I never left the house. I was only able to sleep, but I let her know I would feed my own children.
But isn't the only way possible for them to do that is if they've had a baby kind of recently because the hormones and the production?
They keep the milk in their breast, Panamanian women. And that was the best nanny I ever had in my life. The Panamanian, yes, it was the best.
Yeah, they used to do that. They
breastfeeding my child.
They did that back in the plantation days, didn't they?
Yeah,
that's what I was gonna say. They used to do that in the plantation.
And people buy people's breast milk today. People buy it.
Ugh. Yeah, you could buy it. If that's the thing about it with her, she can buy breast milk.
She loved my children, and I mean, I even brought her back to the States. I got her green card, and she came back to the States to be with her family from Panama.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah, that's nice. I had to breastfeed because I was producing so much milk I couldn't take it. Before you have a baby, I mean, I have a lot of women in my family, but no one told me about engorgement, how you get engorged. No one told me the milk comes out like that and you feel like your breasts are going to explode. So it hurts so bad.
But
I heard it hurts.
When I was ready to stop, you know what they told me? Put some cabbage over my breast. And after 3 days, my milk was gone.
My milk didn't go away after 3 weeks. It was more like 3 days. It was more like 2 weeks. And I cried a lot because it was so freaking pain. Oh, that engorgement. No one tells you about that part of like motherhood. And, and then I felt kind of embarrassed asking the elders in my family because it's like, duh, don't you know that's what's going to happen to you? No, I did not. But yeah, I produced so much milk. I used to go to the bathroom, just pump it in just pump it in the sink. It was just too much. If I'm out or something, I wouldn't like save it and put it in a bottle and bring it home. I just pump that shit out because by the time I got home, it was fresh milk. Yeah. Well, I give them old milk. It's fresh.
You could have put it in the freezer.
I just leftovers
like that. Some people don't produce it like that, and they can't get their baby to latch, so they have to go to formula because the baby won't latch. But I heard that hurt, and that your nipples is chapped, and I heard it's a lot.
Leaking. That's why I had to go to the bathroom all the time if I was out or when I was working, because I worked also. So I would have to go pump and just throw it away. Just pump and dump, pump and dump. Leaking's an understatement. I had those breast pads on my nipple. All of my clothing and my stuff would get soiled. It was just so embarrassing. It was a lot. It was.
My nipples hurt right now just hearing that.
It's painful. It's very, very.
Ooh, that's why I said women that have babies. Thank God to the women that have the children.
They used to be raw, and do you know? At 2 months, my son got one tooth, and he would bite and gnaw.
Oh my God!
He would bite and gnaw on me, and I'm gonna tell you something. My son right now is a math mathematician. He is so smart when it comes to numbers. I mean,
Mhm.
I just feel that breastfeeding does help your children educational wise and bonding.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Hi, Key Mikey. Thank you so much for the super chat. He says, Monica, Nene Leaks. Oh my goodness.
Schoolboy, you're not gonna have no children?
Okay, I'll say this. If my wife was unable to carry for some whatever reason, I would carry for my wife. I'll be a pregnant stud running around here with titties and just engorged milk everywhere. But I'm not breastfeeding. I'm sorry. I heard that hurts your nipples. I heard people they
bleed, they crack.
Yes,
they bleed, they get a crack. You got to
Don't
keep that
scare her,
ointment on it.
Monica.
Well, no, I mean, listen, it's a blessing. Children,
yes.
listen, you want to be blessed, have some babies, okay? Children, Ebony, this is for you, my love. Have some babies, okay? Children are God's gift to society. Do you understand how much they enrich your life?
Mhm.
To hear them laughing, crying, playing,
Yes.
loving on you, kissing on you. Oh my God, my life has been blessed tenfold with children. I mean, I want more.
Mhm.
And my daughter is a stud, schoolboy. My daughter is a stud. And when she told me she was gay, I cried because I wanted grandchildren. My daughter had a grandchild for me, a stud girl. And the first time she put on a dress was for the baby shower, just for the baby shower. My daughter
I haven't had a dress on since middle school, and I refuse to put one on. Don't ask.
Look, her hormones gonna change
because of the bet that she lost. And I have a granddaughter that is 8 years old, and she is in the magnet program because she breastfed. Yes,
she breastfed. That's right. Demita Joe, I love that country name, Demita Joe. Thank you for the
Janet Jackson.
Janet Jackson, it get nasty.
Thank you. I love it. Thank you for the super chat. I couldn't get my son to latch on, and a male had to show me how. Okay, yeah, sometimes they have problems latching on, but once they do, it's like, oh, goodness gracious.
Demita Joe, is you 51? Are you Janet Jackson behind the avatar?
I love me some Janet. Ooh, going back on tour coming up.
Get the light.
Ash, what's this? Ashley, I like the way you spelled the name. Thank you for the super chat. As a CPS worker in Cali, I know they won't take the baby. Really? You know that? Avalon Park again, meant to say does not love the woman. Leslie, thank you for the super chat. Just to hear you say, what are your thoughts? Love the show, guys. We love you too. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. We love you. Donella Gray, thank you for the super chat. Hey, Teacups, been sick, but feeling much better. Glad to be back with you guys, and we are glad you are back and feeling better. Avalon again, thank you. She says that baby is way too small and she is feeding the baby hemp seeds with honey. Are you supposed to give babies honey at that age? No. Like Lakeisha informed us, and I stated on this report, no, you're not supposed. No, baby's digestive system is not mature enough to process that honey and hemp seeds and all that shit. No, and fruits and vegetables, like no. At 2 months, no, that's too young. 12 months, yeah. 8 months, you can start with, the soft veggies and mushing them up and stuff a little bit. You can introduce it to the diet, but what I will say, speak to your pediatrician. Please get medical advice. I don't advise anyone to do this. C. Smith 2669, thank you so very much for this very generous super chat. Hey, Queen Monica and panel and teacups, I love you all. Have been working like crazy. I made it tonight. Yay, girl. You need a break. Don't work too hard now. Amen. Mash, thank you for the super chat, my love. We appreciate you. D. Shug, thank you for the super sticker. We appreciate you. All right, so now on to, I guess, the most spicy part of tonight's report. And warning, okay? Judge Joe Brown did an interview with Kwame Brown. Now, for those that don't know in the chat, Kwame Brown has been trending lately. He's a former NBA player who got into it with a few people. Most notable, I guess. Is everybody okay? Can y'all still hear me? Okay.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, because Marcella went off too. Wasn't sure. Most notable, I guess I would say, adversary right now of Kwame is Charlamagne the God. You know, he's one of the co-hosts of The Breakfast Club. The Breakfast Club is a syndicated radio show in New York, and Charlamagne the God made some comments about Kwame, and he came back full force and dragged him. We're going to get into that report on Monday because that's a very extensive subtopic to this. But anyway, so Kwame has been on YouTube. He's been going live. He's been trending. His numbers are through the roof. And he interviewed Judge Joe Brown. Y'all remember Judge Joe Brown? Let me pull up his photo. He used to have that show on TV. He was Judge Joe Brown. I like that lady in the back. Looking at
I love Judge Joe Brown.
Listen, he reminds me so much of my husband. He does. Not the way necessarily he looks, but the way he thinks and acts, you know, very, very old school Southern man. Okay, so that's Joe Brown, okay? And he is going in on Lizzo. He's calling her a hippo. He's sick of her twerking and showing her ass all over the place in front of kids. So he went in on her. Lizzo's so pretty, but I agree with him to an extent. She needs to stop showing her ass in front of children. I don't care who you are. You don't need to be twerking and putting your ass cheeks in front of children's faces. That's, to me, borderline predatory. I don't like that kind of stuff. I don't. He's also going in on CardiB. He's calling her a streetwalker. And it's not too far-fetched. CardiB has admitted to being a prostitute who used to drug and rape men. She admitted to that. Yeah, I mean, so let me go ahead and share my screen and pull up the interview, okay? Let me just make some adjustments here. Oh my God. And again, warning, these are the thoughts and opinions of Judge Joe Brown. The panel and I, we will give commentary on his thoughts and the interview once we're all done watching. I'm just gonna play the first maybe 20 minutes, or should I do 30 minutes, Schoolboy? What do you think?
20,
because I mean, it was a good. I watched it. It's real controversial.
Yeah, it's real controversial, but I thought that part was only maybe 5-10 minutes.
I think that was only 5 to 10 minutes.
There was some, you know, he talked about toxic masculinity, some stuff that I think we talked about this before. Let's touch on those things too. We're going to talk about this toxic masculinity and the origins of it. But let's go ahead. Yep, everyone's saying 30 in the comment section. 30. Okay.
Okay, 30. Let's do 30. I got all night, honey.
Okay, well, let's go ahead.
I'm getting my drink refreshed, so you can go on and put that on that 30.
I should probably grab a drink.
You might want to get one. You might want to get one.
And grab a drink.
Monica, what's his nickname you call him?
Huh?
What's the nickname you call Kwame?
I love him.
Yeah, he's up there with Bobby Shmurda.
I'm on his TikTok where
Listen, that's Big Daddy Kane. He looks just like Big Daddy Kane, okay? 18 Miss Some, thank you so much for the super chat, my love. Sorry I'm late to the live. I was with my boyfriend and he proposed.
Congratulations.
That's so amazing. Listen, you've been with us from day one. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
With my teacup fam. Congratulations, boo. Y'all go ahead and hit her with the Hennessy bottle in the chat and some congratulations and hearts.
If you like it, then you put a ring on it.
All right, y'all. You ready?
I got my Hennessy, Monica, for her engagement.
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? We live with Mr. Judge Joe Brown. What do you want to be called? Mr. Judge Joe Brown?
Redundant. That's like
I was about to say.
But anyway, I got elected my second 8-year term, so the government sent me this certificate saying, congratulations, you judge for the rest of your life as a title. I guess that's like colonel, but I'm not cooking fried chicken. You know, barbecue, got a new barbecue line, but Judge Joe worked right.
Okay.
That's my performing name. Years ago when SAG-AFTRA wanted to get me on board, I had to pick one. I couldn't pick my name, but they said Judge Joe will do fine, Judge Joe Brown. So that's me. Official title and performing title and, you know.
Well, welcome. Well, we're going to get right into it. I mean, I don't know if you've been abreast to what's going on with me. I started with a little misunderstanding with a former teammate and then a peer that I don't know really that good with Matt Barnes. I call him Becky with the good hair. But he invited me to his man parts after a simple disagreement that I tried to get them to correct behind the scenes. But, you know, if you understand how these gentlemen think, they're a little bit immature. So I brought you on.
You want to put childish?
Yeah. So I call them the go along, get along gang. So and since I've been called, I like that mug.
I have a few of these.
Oh, yeah, that's nice. Since I called them the go along, get along gang, I've been doxxed like no other. My family history has come out on the Breakfast Club. Jamel Hill has come out and spoken about me and then tried to have plausible deniability saying she was talking about a game. Stephen A. Smith saying a narrative that he wanted to say. And then now we have Dr. Boyce Watkins who inserted himself into it. So is there a go along, get along gang or no?
Son, when you start trending, you start getting attention paid to you. And when in my generation, we'd say when somebody's half-stepping, they try to slow everybody down and put concrete out there for them to get mired in when the concrete hasn't set. But if you just step on out, wipe your feet off, you know, you can go do it. It's like dog shit, you know. When you're dealing with dog shit, you know, you got to avoid stepping in it.
Yeah.
But they try to put it in front of you, so you keep running into it.
Yeah.
My thing with the Breakfast Club is it's poisonous, part of this agenda of pushing this narrative of LGBT. QIA plus, whatever the hell it is right now. I don't have anything against somebody being gay. What you do in your own damn bedroom is your own damn business. But when you start trying to mess it up for everybody else,
he brought a butt up to the show. Did you see that show?
You know, that whole crew, I challenged them to a debate. I said I'd whip their behinds, but they won't take the old man on. You know, I know it'd be embarrassing. The old man whips all three of you one at a time. It's your option. Let's go someplace neutral where you don't ambush your guest and put all that rainbow shit in the background.
Mm-hmm. So you think that's an agenda that they're pushing?
Yeah, it's an agenda. I saw it when I was at UCLA 50 plus years ago. They started saying that they were going to destroy manhood. See, first you had the lesbians who hated men. You had the feminists who hated that they weren't men. You had the soy boy, beta boys, you'd call them now, who were white boys who couldn't make it in a white man's world. And you had nothing at that point until you started getting the anti-war thing developing in the late mid-60s. And they came up with this stupid idea that war is a man thing. So the way to stop war is to change the way boys are raised to men. And if you raise them like girls, so they wanted dolls and frilly stuff and were soft and emotional, that would keep boys from becoming warlike when they got to be men. So when you put that ballast into the mix, they started taking over. Now, a little slight history. I'm going to make it as quick as I can.
No, take your time.
The late 60s, color TV was bankrupting the major movie studios, Paramount, Warner Brothers, MGM, and such like. And they started firing executives to bring people in to get new ideas. See, at that time, if you were an adult, it cost you 50 cents to go to your local movie theater. And every Thursday and Sunday, they had 2 new movies.
Man.
3 cartoons and some features. So you could walk in anytime you wanted to.
For 50 cents.
And see what you would be seeing, and then see the whole thing, and then sit through what you missed. Keep sitting there.
Yeah.
And no matter how big a hit the movie was, every Thursday and Sunday, they changed and had 2 more. So the studios are making like 120, 250 movies a year, and they all had the same cast of stars that were in every movie.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what they came up with was 2 things. They had these young, bright folk that were part of this crew that is going to destroy masculinity.
Okay.
And they said, wow, we have a market. Let's go after the black folk down at the bottom who are getting neglected. They have money to spend. And if we come up with what we term blaxploitation movies, they'll come out. So the way to come out is appeal to the lowest common denominator. So let's glorify the pimps, hoes, drug dealers, thugs, bank robbers, gangsters, and everything else.
Makes sense. Yeah.
And they started doing that, and they started glorifying dysfunction. And I heard them discussing this. They said, we need to start with 2 things. The black woman was the role model because she controlled her men, the way they looked at it. And 2, if we start experimenting on black males in trying to see if we can take them down a notch. So instead of I'm black and I'm proud, Ungawa, black power, you know, afro, you know, and a beard, jeans, fatigue jacket, and ready for the revolution. They came out with Superfly in 1971, 72, where this dude's got processed heads, you know, driving a pimp mobile, selling drugs, and they make him a hero. They had Black Caesar with Fred the Hammer Williams, and that plot was he was a major drug dealer who was trying to become the only drug dealer, and he was killing and assassinating a whole lot of people. He became the hero, driving off in the limo into the sunset, smoking a big Cuban cigar. And see, they started doing that. Well, when you get this mix rolling, they also had another thing too, which was, let's take over the political party. And you used to hear them on campus talking this nonsense all the time, where they'd get into the Republican Party and the Democratic Party. And the thing was, the Republican Party would work behind the scenes, or at least the ones that got in there. And in the Democratic Party, they'd be the voice. So from time to time, they would deliberately cause a lot of confusion. And when they caused a lot of confusion, then they could work behind the scenes and nobody would see. So slowly, they ran this propaganda. And the best propaganda engine in the whole world was doing it. I mean, even Adolf Hitler and Heinrich Himmler and Goebbels for the Nazis said, we have to model what we do on the American entertainment industry because it gets in so many people's heads, and we need to copy that methodology.
Oh.
Now, they did this, and for 50 years, they have propaganda glorifying dysfunction. Now, if you want to see the contrast, from 1920 to 1940 is 20 years. That's the only time the Nazis had to work. This same group, using the methodology that the Nazis based theirs on, had 50 years, not 20.
Mm-hmm.
So we think in terms of their narrative with such foolish shit as toxic masculinity. That's not a word. Okay, homophobic, that's not a word. That's only 10 years old, you see. And the word, for example, for that one is heterophobia, which is the opposite, which is for several hundred years, gay folk had to deal with being lynched, mutilated, beat up, jacked up, fired, thrown in jail, ostracized, all kinds of stuff. So one of the propaganda techniques that is very effective that the Nazis knew is flip the script. Accuse your enemy of being like you or doing what you do. So they're heterophobic, and they flip the script to homophobic. For example, you can find old dictionaries that got heterophobic, but they don't have homophobia in there. But now if you type it into an iPhone, heterophobia is red underlined because they don't recognize it as a word, but homophobic they'll put up a rainbow. You get that little emoji popping up. That's the flipping of the script. All right. And when they start getting you thinking this way, toxic masculinity. See, what they call toxic masculinity is the absence, because that's where you come in. Where I come in is we're trying to deal with imposing masculinity, because masculinity is a set of standards inputted into a boy so long, so often, so hard that when he becomes a man, it is innate in his character. And that's about making where you live a better, safer, more secure place filled with economic prosperity, sense of purpose, morality, and ethics, where you dedicate yourself to public peace, dignity, and order. And you are a man of peace who can be violent and brave and courageous when necessary. You see, that's what men do, where the little women and children get in the lifeboat first when the damn Titanic is going down. So they try to destroy that. And by destroying it, they get a chance to get their freak on in legitimacy. Now, see, homosexuality is distinguished from this LGBT stuff. Now, I employed some gay folks, still got one or two on the payroll, and they look at this stuff as a cult. And if I can explain, all right, I'm straight, I'm heterosexual. But when I see Lizzo, the lizard Hippo, with her bare, fat, flabby ass trying to twerk in public, looking like a damn harlot in front of children, see, that's not right. When I look at CardiB, who is a street walking hoe who brags about how she used to drug her tricks so she could rob them.
Yeah, she did say that.
See, that kind of thing put up as an exemplar of heterosexuality and normalcy. That is not normal. Something's wrong with it. Okay, a homosexual who is taking care of his business and his bedroom freak is his own business is different from some damn fools with a gay pride parade with nothing on but some leather chaps and their bare asses and dicks hung out with a bunch of children looking at them. See, there is a difference. In other words, keep your business to yourself. We don't know what the hell you're up to. I remember there was Paramount, when my show was with Paramount, there was an executive vice president who was in charge of PR. And my beautiful wife at the time, now ex-wife, I can't seem to keep them all that long. But anyway, they're expensive as shit. But look, we were in a thing in New York where everybody had to go there for one of these corporate things. And she and I got on the elevator to go up to where the meeting was going to be. This VP got on, and then this flamer got on, and the VP, who was admittedly gay, he jumped up and rushed off. So somewhat later when he got up there, my wife said, "Why'd you get off?" He said, "I can't stand the flamer." You know.
That's crazy, because my first cousin is gay, and he says stuff like that, and I'm like, "Yo, what you talking about?" He was like, "Man, we don't like people that act like that. You know, he's gay, but sometimes he acts like a man, and then sometimes he doesn't." He explained it to me, but you know, I really don't understand it, but I don't try to. That's still my cousin. So, well, yeah, I know he talked like what you just said. He said, "I don't like flaming."
Well, see, here's the thing I found out when I was a judge. I put together these psychologists and psychiatrists, and under Tennessee law, with a provision I lobbied for, any sentencing judge can conduct psychological or mental evaluation of anybody he sentences. So we were doing research. We found there are basically two types of homosexuals. The type that hates the opposite sex and the type that wants to be the opposite sex. And a lot of that is hooked up in self-hate. Now, see, black folk back in the 60s, we came to recognize that we had been victimized by a long period of negative imagery, so we hated ourselves. Everybody wanted to be white. Press their hair, conk their hair, that's that process. And Malcolm said that Best way I've heard it, processed head equals a processed mind. But anyway, we went, I'm black and I'm proud. Now you've got this group who is deep off into personal self-hate. They hate what they are. They hate what they want to be. So they have taken a nihilistic approach and they have screwed up everything that's supposed to be of value. See, instead of being brave and courageous, it's all right to be a friend and be a coward. Instead of, well, hell, they couldn't get away with anything else but that. McFly in Back to the Future, 35 years ago, what is it? He goes back in time, his daddy is there getting punked out by this bully, and where the kid comes from, this bully's still bullying daddy. So he gets daddy to screw up his nerve. Daddy busts the bully in the mouth on prom night, knocks him out, actually. When he gets back, the bully works for daddy. He's daddy's flunk. See, that stand up to a bully is part of being a man. You have to learn how to deal with that. You know, I'm gonna get my ass whipped, but I'm gonna bust this MF in his mouth, you know. And maybe the next time somebody else, he doesn't want to get busted in his mouth, even if he winds up whipping. Now, oh my God, we have.
All right, y'all. Okay. We are back. Hey, Ples. We missed you. Oh,
right now.
Yeah, honey.
That's why he was really late, huh?
No, it was my internet. I've been home for a while. My internet went to activate.
Oh, goodness. It's pretty, though.
What's he going to do? Run around in a circle.
Yeah. So, did you catch most of Judge Joe Brown's interview with Kwame? Did you get to listen to it? So we played the first 20 minutes. Well, about 17, 18 minutes.
I came in on a little bit of the end of it. I heard what he was saying.
Did you hear what he said about Lizzo and CardiB?
I did.
Okay. All right. Good. Schoolboy, your thoughts on anything, all of it. You know, what are your thoughts? Because there's a lot said, a lot.
As I look at the homophobia in the chat, a lot of people agree with this mindset. Now, don't get me wrong. I got old school grandparents, Pentecostal family members, yes, God, that they believe a lot of this same rhetoric. Here's my thing. God loves everybody. I don't I don't understand this rhetoric of putting, there's a gay agenda. Excuse me. There's an over-sexualized agenda, period, in this country. Whether it's and it's an over-sexualized agenda that comes across to children. Okay, that's from straight, gay, and everything else in between. So if we want to go there, let's go there, because we're going to have a conversation right now. So what I'm finna go in on has nothing to do with All About the Tea. This is my opinion. And if you want some, come get some on any of my platforms, because I'm finna go in. First of all, gay people, we're not the problem. Repeat that. We're not the problem. A lot of the problem is the black people that are homophobic against their gay family members and always got something to say. But yet y'all be up in the church with the gay choir director that you're marrying to the woman that's in the church, and you know he gay. Okay, so let's start there, because the problem is that people need to wake up and open their damn mind. The gay folks are not the ones with the problem. It's usually the straight people that have the problem, who believe, it's us sexually assaulting your children. It's us causing this. It's us causing that. All we want is the same respect and be treated the same as everybody else. Okay, there's 3 strikes against me in my life, and I have said this many times on this platform, and I say it on mine. 1, I'm female. 2, I'm black. And 3, I'm gay. My walk is much harder than the average person's. And I don't get to cover up who I am or what I do, because the people that judge me the most are the black people that judge me the most. And at the end of the day, you people that spitting this Bible crap, God don't like homosexual. God don't like a whole lot of stuff. How about he don't like fornication? Y'all up here shacking and packing. You're up here doing everything else against the Bible. So let's not go. Sin is but a sin. Okay, your sin is no greater than mine. And when I step to the pearly gates, I'm going for me. I ain't going for you. I'm going for me and what I've done. But what I'm going to tell you is, at the end of the day, what I do in my bedroom don't define me as who I am as a person. And at the end of the day, I don't shove nothing on nobody, because when I go in public with whoever the hell I'm with, I respect everybody in the room. I don't grab my mate's ass. I don't be inappropriate with my mate, because guess what? I respect you people that I respect straight people that have children and may or may not want to explain that to their children. So let's not go there. Not all of us are like that. Not all of us seek out here to be attention whores. Not all of us seek out here to flash something in your face, because at the end of the day, there is more straight people being more homophobic, colorist, and every damn thing else, racist and everything else besides us. The problem sometimes is that you might want to turn the damn mirror and look at yourself. How about that? Because at the end of the day, Judge Joe Brown, we heard about your scandals and your background ain't that great either. And just like you said, sir, you can't keep a wife. Well, Ninja, that says a lot about you. So let's not go there. Yeah, was some things that he said true? Yeah, I do think Lizzo goes too far with the nakedness. Do I think she goes too far with the it's all about, I believe in body positivity and I believe about loving yourself and all that. Let me tell you something. I have dated them from the skinny to the BBW, but I'm gonna tell you what, the BBW women that I dated, they knew how to be sexy without having to be damn near naked to get respect from no damn body. So I don't know what she trying to preach, but it ain't it either. Okay? Be cognizant of what you let your children look at. And CardiB has admitted that she has drugged and did all the other things. Hey, at the end of the day, that ain't my sin. But I've been around a lot of strip clubs and know that a lot of things go down when people gotta survive and do what they do. But at the end of the day, that's not my problem. But y'all put her on the pedestal. Y'all buy her music. Y'all praise her for songs like WAP and everything else. So we want to go here about over sexualization and everything else. Let's talk about these artists that y'all put out here. And I'm sorry, I had to say this because I get tired. I get tired of you old school mentality black folks that don't want to get with the progression. Times don't stay the same. This ain't the 1940s, baby. You need to either elevate or take the homophobia somewhere else and keep it the hell away from me, because I don't go there. There's an over-sexualized agenda on all across the board.
Okay, take a deep breath, schoolboy. Take a deep breath.
But when we get shows like Pose, y'all don't want to watch that. It educate you to understand something. I'm done.
All right, Marcella, girl. What are your thoughts on it all? You know, Lizzo.
Listen, we listening to a fool. Like he said, he a fool. Like he called other people fool. He a fool. Now, let me tell you something. I respect Lizzo because she's big, she's confident, and she's showing other women. But the way she's twerking in front of kids, y'all, we got to watch what our kids watch. That's our responsibility. And as far as messing with the gay community, he better jump into this century, okay? Because gay is what they do in their bedroom. It is not what they do outside. And I just don't understand. People don't understand. You talking about they won't get into the church. They won't get into heaven. Y'all don't know what gay people would get into because y'all are not the judge.
Well, he didn't say that, though. He didn't mention God or anything of that nature.
No, he didn't. But you know what? He should, because that is not our place to judge gay people. Let them be happy. They have to stay in judgment for themselves. And we don't know. There are going to be some gay people going to heaven. We don't know. But
this conversation has gone so left. I'm confused now. Yes. Let's just stick to what I'm confused because y'all talking about something totally different. Judge Joe Brown mentioned nothing about the Bible, God, gay people going to hell, or heterosexuals going to heaven. He didn't mention anything about that.
You know what? He implied that, Monica. And this man in 2015 sat in jail because of his mouth. He can't even keep a wife or a woman. Remember, his wife left him. So before he judges other people, he needs to judge himself and his own actions. Point and blank. I love Lizzo. Keep shaking it and showing heavyset women that it's okay because she made it. CardiB drug people. That's what she told y'all. She ain't no streetwalker. And if she is, she $1 million streetwalker. Keep doing it, Cardi, because I love her.
All right, Plez, what are your thoughts on the good Judge Joe Brown? He said a lot. He said a mouthful. What are your thoughts?
He did say a lot. I honestly don't even know where to start. What he said, it's funny that he brought up toxic masculinity, because everything he said was rooted in toxic masculinity. People don't do their research and don't even know what things mean, and then they try to discredit words and movements. Toxic masculinity is not trying to get men to not be men. It is the toxic aspects of manhood, which are misogyny, homophobia, greed, excessive violence that we see played out in domestic violence situations all the time. Why do men veer to that? Because for some reason, we teach our boys and our young men, this is what it looks like to be men. You got to dominate. Anybody who looks different from you or who acts different from you or who doesn't follow your rules is automatically against you. They're wrong. There's the man that's coming after you. Look, propaganda is a real thing. But I refuse to sit here and accept this whole agenda. For some reason, Black men mainly feel like there's an agenda against them about everything. When does it ever come back to personal responsibility? When does it ever come back to your parents? Hopefully you have two active ones, giving you morals and values and teaching you a good way of life. Everything he said about CardiB and Lizzo, they're doing this in front of children. Why are your children on Instagram? You can control that.
It wasn't Instagram. She did it at a NBA game.
Other than that, that was a year or two ago.
Yeah, but she still did it regardless. She did it.
That was the wrong place and time. Yeah. But that's not what people keep harping on that. And the reality is Madonna, Britney Spears, Beyonce, whatever other, Rihanna, any other pop star, Prince. There are plenty of stars who have shown the same amount of skin that don't get the same outrage. Now, believe me, when she did that, for me, that was definitely a line. I'm a person that believes in decorum, in time and place. However, the majority of what she's done, she wasn't naked at the game. She's naked on her Instagram. You don't have to subscribe to it. You don't have to let your kids have Instagram. You control what comes in your house. They have a cell phone. Hopefully you pay the bill. You can block out certain apps, but you have to be an active parent, someone who cares about what their children are ingesting. And you have to teach them right or wrong. I grew up with all of this stuff. And that's what's so funny to me. The same people who grew up listening and hearing worse and doing worse from the 70s, Woodstock, Free Love, all the way down to Lil' Kim, Foxy Brown. If you grew up in this generation, you have heard and seen the same thing that Megan Thee Stallion, Lizzo, and everybody else is doing now. You know the difference? I knew it was fantasy. I can sit here and recite you some Juvenile 400 Degrees, My 9 is Gonna Ride With Me, Juvie on Fire, whatever you want to hear from the late 90s rap, hardcore rap. I can tell it up and down. But I didn't go out and do none of that stuff. I didn't go out and sell drugs. I didn't want to be a stripper. Because my mother taught me that those weren't things that I wanted to be. This is a fantasy world that I get into when I go to the gym. So a lot of this is personal responsibility. And if you halfway listen to what he said, he did exactly what white people do against Black people. I've employed some gay people in my time. What the hell does that? Why is that relevant? Why is that relevant? Like, that's just like saying I got a couple gay friends. Why? Now, do I believe that there are things that have been detrimental to the Black community? Absolutely. And we can talk all day on those. As a woman, I can firmly sit here and say, I feel like feminism had a negative impact on the Black community. I can say that I feel like integration had a negative impact on the Black community. Capitalism, individualism. But to sit here and say people living in their truth is somehow detrimental to you, as if these things didn't happen. Homosexuality was in the Bible. It was in ancient Greece. It was in ancient Rome. It has been around. So what you want is people to lie and marry women and perpetuate and live on the down low and give people diseases instead of being who they are. Tell me how that makes sense. And tell me how one man being who and what he is influences your supposed straight son to be who and what he is. That's not the same thing. But you'll always have people that say, there's the age-old debate on whether homosexuality is a natural born trait or if it's your nurture. But we act like other races aren't growing up in this same country. So is there a homosexuality agenda against white men, Indian men, Mexican men? I mean, we all see the same media. We're all fed the same messages. So I think it's a bit delusional and a bit scapegoatish, again, skirting personal responsibility and integrity to try to say it's them, it's them, it's them, it's never us. Did you teach your young men to not go around and throw babies up in everybody that they can't see, take care of, or provide for? Did you tell your young men not to beat on women when they're mad, how to process their emotions, how to go to school and get an education so that they can be the providers? Everybody becomes the scapegoat. Now Black women are the scapegoat because we're getting more education and making more income. It's our fault. We're the ones actually left raising these babies, and when they become gay or go to gangs, it's our fault. Why? Yes, you need two, but if the man is absent, whose fault is that? Why is that always somebody else's fault that the man is absent? It's not the man's fault. And that's all I heard from him. I heard a lot of blaming. Of course, there's a broken clock is right twice a day. So there were some points that he made that were somewhat valid, but a lot of it was rooted in homophobia and misogyny. Here's what it is.
Bishop, what are your thoughts? Because I know you saw the whole entire interview. What are your thoughts?
The interview was very interesting. The conversation. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna say this. With the Lizzo and CardiB thing, Lizzo, I was hoping she would be in like the new generation of Kelly Price, but she wasn't. And I was like, dang, because she's a beautiful big girl. Me and my homeboys actually talking about this yesterday, how we were saying how a lot of dudes would smash Lizzo. They play like they wouldn't, but they would, because Lizzo is a nice looking woman in the face, beautiful. And she's beautiful, gorgeous. Especially when she wear her ball gown. I'm like, this girl can sing and she can and she can dance. But my thing is this: it's like some outfits ain't meant for big people. I'm sorry, big people. If you want to wear small people clothes, you gotta have a small body. Same goes for me. I'm a big dude. I can't dress like my homeboy who is a slim. I can't dress like him. It is what it is. But it's her business. If she want to look like that, that's her business. But I see her crying every so often about how she's sad and she's depressed. So apparently she's not as happy as she's trying to play like she is. And what I want her to do is really get some mental help and actually love herself, because she doesn't love herself. And it is what it is. But I kind of hate that she's like that. But she needs to really, get her mental health together. But besides Lizzo, CardiB should be in jail. Yeah, I said it. The stuff that she did is the same thing that Bill Cosby did. I mean, it may not be the same exact route, but if we're going to call a thing, and we're in a day and time where people shouldn't be doing certain things, she did drug. She drugged men and robbed them. That's illegal. And she admitted it after she became famous. I'm like, ma'am, Why is you talking about this now? What happened to when you did dirt, you kept it a secret? Like that was, to me, that was stupid. But again, we live in a climate where hypocrisy is at its finest. Now, getting on to what he was saying about people's sexuality and all that jazz. It's a touchy subject because I actually know people that actually got disowned by their family. And that's a tough thing. And because I had a conversation with my mother and my father about this, and I was like, well, you know, we was talking about it because we was talking about how people get put out their homes and stuff like that, are just, you know, not being owned by their family anymore. And I was letting them know, I'm like, man, I was sitting there thinking, I had a conversation with God, like, would I disown my child if they told me they were gay? And I was telling my mom that I was like, I had a child with God, and I said I couldn't do that. Cause I love children. I love people, and I can't see how I'm so close to my family that it would be weird to be alienated from them. That's how close I am with my family, y'all. I actually was a child that brought everybody together, like with cousins, first cousins, and grandparents, stuff like that. You know, I loved all that because I'm just a family kid. I've always been like that. Yeah. And so when I hear stories about young people at the age of like 15 and 16 being disowned because their families don't agree with their lifestyle, at the end of the day, if that's the life that they choose, they're still your family. At the end of the day, that's still your son. The same thing what Kwame was saying. He said, I don't understand my cousin, his life, how he lives, but that's still my cousin. And I heard him talk about his cousin before in another stream. And he said, I love my cousin. I don't have no problem with his lifestyle. That's just how he lives. That's his life. Same thing as me living as a Christian man, a minister. That's my life. Can't nobody tell me nothing about, oh, you this, that, and third. No. That's how I live. Everyone has their own road and their own cross to bear, and they have to choose the way they want to live. I don't have no parts in that, but I don't want my rights being infringed on as a heterosexual Black man. I'm going to say that too, because sometimes people like to throw a lot of stuff on us, and we have to carry that burden of being like, oh, we're this, we're that. There's been many times where I know people in the hood where we would say, don't pick on him just because he's gay. Don't do that. We will sit there and stop that. People try to fight people because they were gay. And I'm like, quit, leave him alone. I'm like, if you don't like the way he is, leave him alone. Because it's starting to make it look like you like him. And then they'll be like, nah, bro, don't play like that. I'm like, well, I'm not playing like that. Just leave him alone. So, you know, it's just a whirlwind of stuff. And I see a lot of hypocrisy on a lot of parts. And I do talk about it. I don't have no problem the way I just judge a person by the way they treat me. If they treat me good and they treat me with respect, then I have respect for you, whether you're straight or gay. And that's real right there.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Well, I knew this topic would get heated. I definitely knew that. We also got to consider this man's age. Okay. He's an older man. How old is Judge Joe Brown? Does anybody know? Let me look it up real quick. Oh, okay.
I know he's in his early 70s.
I'm gonna look it up real quick. Sorry, I'm gonna look it up. I just got a text message. So let me see. Sorry, right here. Judge Joe Brown. Let me see. Age. He's up in age. 73. 73. Okay. A lot of older people, and you and me talked about this earlier today, Schoolboy. They speak their mind. They're not going to speak politically correct from this generation. My interpretations, I listened to the entire interview. I personally, and this is just me, and I'm not a gay woman, I didn't see it as an attack on the gay community. I didn't see him being homophobic. I saw that he said he supported gay people, but he didn't want people in general, gay, straight, or whoever, outside shaking their asses in front of children. That's what I heard. He said, you know, for instance, a Labor Day parade in my town, I'm not going to see anybody walking around in a G-string and their titties out. I'm not. Is that appropriate? I don't know. Is that appropriate? I think that's what he was saying. He said it, you know, that's what one of the comments he made. And then he talked about Lizzo shaking her ass. And I know she was shaking her ass at an NBA game right in front of children. It was a G-string. Her bare ass cheeks were out. Totally inappropriate. My kids personally The older ones have social media. They can follow who they want, but the younger ones don't. So yeah, as a parent, you have to control your household. You have to control the messages and the visuals being fed to your children. I get that. I totally do. On the CardiB thing, did she rape and drug men? Absolutely. So him calling her a streetwalker and a hoe is exactly what she is. Prostitution is not legal. It's illegal to drug men and it's illegal to rob men. So I agree with him on those type of things. Why don't we go ahead and take some calls? Let me see here. Again, 2 minutes. Okay, we're gonna keep it down to 2 minutes. TLW, what you got to say? Chime in.
Well, happy Friday, panel. How are you?
Good.
Hey, happy Friday.
Well, does Lizzo do the absolute most? Yes, she does. But at the end of the day, you know, I'm not going to knock her hustle, but I will say some things belong on stage, and, you know, you can have that stage persona, but like in real life, when you're, say at the NBA game with the back of the t-shirt cut out so you can show your thong, is like, come on now, sis. CardiB, you know, it is what it is. I'm not gonna really fault her because to know her backstory, to know her history, I can understand doing the things that she had to do to get to where she is now. Was it right? You know, that's subjective, but I'm not gonna knock her. I just didn't really. I'm not gonna even go into the homosexuality thing or the tiptoeiness around it or whatever. I'm not going to even do that. But I will say, I thought it was disrespectful for him to call her a hippo Lizzo. But like I was saying in the chat, I was like, he looks like a pit bull, like those mud flaps on his cheeks, and me being the toothnista that I am. Did you see his teeth? I mean, like my dude. Like, wow.
Did you see the video when he was drunk?
That's what I was going to say. That man is a known drunk.
He has a drinking problem.
He's a known drunk. He be out here drinking and driving when he worried about somebody's kids. He can't be if he drinking and driving. No, sir.
And not only that, it's just like we could pick him apart all day. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's funny to me. Like the people who have like the biggest problems and are the most flawed be the loudest ones trying to talk about people. And you like God forgive me for what I'm like. You be like, really, nigga? Like, really?
Right.
Really?
Your New York came out.
Sit your ass down.
I heard your New York come out.
Goodness gracious.
TLW, I heard that New York come out. That accent came out heavy.
It's just like really, nigga? Like really?
Really?
Okay. Really?
TLW, thank you so much, my love. Yeah, it's a lot. This is a heavy topic. It's a heavy topic. And again, he's 73. He's experienced life through. Well, listen, he's experienced life through a different lens. Okay,
through the bottle.
I will say this. No. Besides that, because he was very coherent when he spoke in that interview. I will say this: old people speak their minds, and they will tell you how they feel with no filter. And that's why sometimes I do like talking to old people, because you're gonna get the real. Okay, you are. But thank you for calling in. We appreciate it. You have a good evening.
You all too. Be blessed. I love you all, and just hugs and kisses.
Okay,
very much love to you, man.
Okay, I'm gonna share my screen so I can play this video so y'all can laugh a little bit. I can lighten up the mood because a lot of people. Okay, let's go. Let me see here. Share my screen. Let me go. Okay, y'all ready?
Shit. I keep telling my boys to bring somebody like this home and a daughter. How will feel? Yeah. Man, who are you, bro?
Hey, Judge.
Come on, baby.
Judge, what you drinking on over there?
Double Bombay Sapphire. And look, I need a granddaughter like you.
A granddaughter? Hey, guess what, Judge? I'm not guilty.
I'm not guilty. Fuck this shit. Fuck this shit. Niggas ain't guilty. I don't do that bullshit anymore.
You don't?
No. I'm about making a lot of money behind entertainment.
Hey, but you know what? You're right, because I've been watching TV in the daytime.
No, it's on. They're playing not reruns. They're playing new shit and replay obscure, man.
Well, our memory started to kick in. You feel me?
Are you a real player?
Yeah, see, look, the bad picture, man. Wait.
Give me a good picture, man.
This is my 50-year-old wife.
You said take a picture of what?
Whether I'm a player or you want to talk about whether I'm a player, this is my 50-year-old wife.
Oh, 50. She ain't 50.
She's 50.
She's not 50. She
She's bad.
is not 50. She ain't 50.
You talk about an old man, be a bad motherfucker. Yo, come out.
Smile with the young ladies, man.
Get closer.
Get closer, huh? I get closer. One more.
Come on. Oh, hell yes. Make old man feel like a good motherfucker.
Hey, that's what we like to hear. That's right.
I went to John Dale, Junior High, Manual Arts, and Dorsey High.
Oh, we there. We found it.
Yeah, you know. Who are you? I know I gave you a award, but I didn't know who the hell you were. You fine gender thing? Bonafide LTYJ? You know what that is?
What is an LTYJ?
The LTYJ is a luscious tender young juice.
My nigga standing with Judge Joe Brown right here.
Yeah.
Joe Brown, man, we out here. West Coast State.
West Coast, what they call South Central. Tell me.
West Coast, South Central.
South Central, which they don't allow to be used any goddamn more because the city has gotten so ugly, God. It's so okay.
We got Judge Joe Brown.
Anyway, this is not damn, man. I need to be my daughter-in-law. Hell, so you can take care of an old man and this old nigga, baby. I'm feeling right here. Besides, damn, you got it going on.
I fuck with Hey, if I ever need a judge, should I give you one?
I ain't playing the judge. I'm playing this fucking lordship. My little one, we want you to consider the player.
He is a real G.
Peasants, come forward. Pretty women are insecure, like this one and that one. They sit there and they go, oh my God, I don't know if I can do this.
Pretty women are insecure.
Hey,
So you say it's easy to deal with pretty women because pretty women are insecure?
pretty women are insecure.
Yeah, that's some bullshit.
Well, sir,
I guess that's,
You know what, I didn't go there.
I guess that's when you,
if you know what to do.
it's easier to deal with pretty women.
Now, I showed you my 50-year-old wife.
Right.
Did I not? Did I show you?
Right, yeah.
I showed
And
you.
she bad as hell.
She is? Let me see it.
Is she insecure?
It's right here.
Your phone is right by your package.
Right there. Right
This
there.
is my, excuse where it was. This is my 50-year-old wife. Let me see it. Now, when you see my 50-year-old wife,
No,
did you know it?
But, I mean, I can see that. I can see that. I can see how they can say we're easy.
I say hard.
No, I mean, a lot of women I know are dating ugly niggas. Like, you get ugly chicks. Ugly chicks be like they're the baddest ones, and they get the niggas to do the most for them.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, I need to get like them. And I've been like them.
This is my 50-year-old wife. She's Puerto Rican.
Puerto Rican. Let me see.
That's the one.
That shit don't look 50.
No, not at all.
She's 50.
She's 50.
She looks
35.
Months ago.
She look 35.
No, she's 50.
Good, how are you?
Puerto Rican.
Thank you.
Now, I do not deal with ugly women.
Okay, we're back.
You are so messy.
That's hilarious, Monica. I mean, I'm sure there were no children around when he was out in the public drunk with one woman with no bra on and another woman with a bikini top. Now the children need to see all of that. I don't think the children should see that either.
Oh my
Hey, you're not gonna
But you
speak
know
bad
what
to
the
Judge
difference
like
is?
that.
Those ladies were small and neat. Now, if Lizzo had been doing it, somebody would have something to say. They ain't got nothing to say with the one with her titties out and the other one with a bikini top on. And him drunk as a skunk. I'm just
Sitting
saying.
on his lap.
Girl, making
All
this
a thing
sound
of
do it, and
things.
I still got something to say. I think she be doing. I had to unfollow her because she be doing way too much twerking for me, half naked. It's just too much. It's too much. I get so tired of it. Up and down my timeline, the twerking. I unfollowed so many people when I had the Instagram. I mean, I have one now, but it's just like a little old one that I just, whatever. Yeah, my little burner account when these celebrities block me. I need a burner account. Everybody got one. But Judge Joe Brown, let me add Princess to the chat. Hey, Princess.
Yeah,
How you doing, girl?
Hey, how you guys doing today?
Hey, how you doing?
How you doing?
I'm all right.
Just all right.
Yes. It could be better. I ain't gonna tell you what's gonna make me feel better, but we're back in the today.
After dark
let's get down to business. At first, all these subjects are very touchy, and sensitive. We start off with the baby and Summer Walker. At first, I was like, well, maybe the baby is a preemie. She got to put some meat on the baby bones. When you said the baby was not a preemie, and you showed all that foolishness that young lady is shoving down that baby's throat, it upset me. I know it's hard to be a young mother and a new mother. Everybody has had problems. Well, you shouldn't do this. You shouldn't do that. And I'm sensitive to that. Like I saw a lot of people talking about her breastfeeding. Everybody can't breastfeed. I know I could only get the colostrum out. So my children didn't feed a lot like Marcella. My daughter, when she was eating so much, when she was about 3 weeks old, we had to sprinkle a little cereal in there to keep her posted. Okay. But at the end of the day, that is not nothing that you put in a baby's mouth. She is going to do more detriment and harm to the child. And I think it just speaks to her mental instability, that she's been crying out for help. This may be another cry out for help, but she's not doing it in the right way. She got enough money to buy some Similac, buy some Enfamil, or put some soy together, maybe get a baby coconut milk. I don't know what you do, but it ain't that, okay? She needs to go do something else, and I feel for the child because the child is being victimized in this situation. As we go into Judge JoJo, let me tell you something. I'm a big girl. Now, I do wear a leotard. I can dance. But it's a time and a place for everything, okay? I get tired of seeing ass everywhere. I don't care if you got a big ass, a small ass, a medium ass. It's still ass, okay? And I have children, and I get tired. Yes, you can monitor your kids so much. My kids did not have smartphones until they got to high school. But guess what? That my son found a way to see some titties on the internet. It's only so much we can do to shield our kids. If we block them, would they go to school and other kids have it? Now, parents let their kids take phones to school. So at lunchtime, they're showing all of this. We're watching the news here. It's on the news. And I think it's disgusting. I think we should have more decorum. Just because I'm into body positivity, but at some point, you're just, you're going out of the range. You take it too far. And I think we need to be more mindful of that. I don't care how big or small you are. Cover your ass. If you going to the strip club, wear your ass out all the time. If you're around adults, you could clap your ass till the cows come home. But just every day, Monday through Thursday, just on the Twerkogram and all this kind of stuff, I think that we need to be more mindful of how we conduct ourselves as adults, period. And think about, when my kids grow up, they might see me twerking my ass. I don't want my son seeing my ass clapping all the time. Let's have respect for our own future and our own children. Lastly, Judge Joe Brown, I just kind of thinking your old granddaddy to be talking out the side of his neck. You don't really pay attention to him all the time, or that old uncle. They have their own viewpoint. That's what they went through. They might not see it the way the world is. He's going to be stuck in his ways. We may not agree with everything they're saying, but he sees the world in a different way, and we have to respect it. And we could talk back and say we don't disagree, but some things we ain't gonna change. Let they ass to stay where they at in their corner and just be cool with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes, ma'am.
Absolutely. You said a word. You said a word.
Yes, you said a word, honey.
Thank you for calling in, Princess. You have a great weekend, my love.
I love y'all. Y'all have a wonderful holiday.
Yeah.
You too. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your holiday weekend. Bye. Bye, girl.
All right, bye.
I think men are getting tired of it too. The over sexualization of the society.
We are.
Do men? I don't even want to say it, but I really don't even mind the turkey. Just put some clothes on. I don't care if you're skinny, big, medium size, fluffy. Just put some clothes on, please.
Yeah.
Don't wear a G-string and go anywhere. Social media, public, the park, and start twerking and think it's okay. Lizzo thinks it's okay because she is a big girl. She's weaponizing her big girl as an excuse. Like, yeah, I don't want me doing this because I'm a big girl. No, I don't want to see anybody's ass cheeks flapping all over the place. I don't. I really don't.
Like I was mad at Jack. I was mad at.
Well, I mean, you know, like I said, besides
that's just in the bedroom. I mean, that's kind of.
I mean, yeah. Well, I was. Let me not tell my business. Anyway,
tell your business. We want to know.
Yeah, because you know, okay. You know, I do have. You know, like I said, I don't care about but I get tired of the skinny heifers, the big heifers, the in between. I get tired of seeing ass in my timeline. I'm sorry. Where is the day to go back to women respect themselves and you can be sexy and you ain't got to be naked? What happened to that day? We left that. Did we leave it? Where did it go?
I don't know.
I like Lizzo, but my thing is, here's my issue with Lizzo, and I'm with you, Monica. I think you said it earlier, or somebody said it earlier.
I did.
I don't have a problem with you having body positivity, but baby, don't get on here crying later on talking about you just don't because here's my thing. If you love yourself, you don't give a damn about them comments or what people got to say about you. You cannot cry and then get back on there and say you're confident because clearly you're not confident. There's something in you that you're looking for. And then she was at one point, remember when she was trying to lose weight? Then her fans got mad because she was losing weight. So you can't please these people.
Yeah. Well, yeah, she's a hypocrite in a sense. She contradicts herself a lot, Body positivity, you're so proud of being overweight. Wonderful. Great. I'm glad that works for you. But then don't start complaining about the weight and then publicly trying to lose it. Why are you trying to lose the weight if the weight is fine?
Well,
I don't get that part.
Can I say this?
That's
though?
not what body positivity is, though. It's about loving yourself where you are, even on your way somewhere else. Now, I don't like the tactics that she uses, but it's an important message because the world beats people down and tells them they should be ashamed and basically wear muumuus everywhere they go. The reality is fat phobia is the number one phobia that people love to still laugh and joke about. And nobody wants to hear, but it's the truth. If someone says, look at fat B, then everybody laughs and thinks it's fun. Or, oh, she built like this. Everybody laughs.
What about flat asses? What about people with flat asses? How about that?
It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Like, come on, we've done this before. We've talked about Wendy. It's not cool to talk about people's body parts in their looks and think that won't affect their self-esteem. You can't say be proud of who you are when you put them down about who they are. Now, again, she goes too far with it, but literally body positivity is even if I'm not happy with where I am while I'm working out, while I'm trying to get better, I'm still going to look in the mirror because the reality is God didn't build us all to be a size 6 or a size 2. Some people, no matter how much they work out, eat less, nothing. They will not be a fashion model size. That is what that is. So it's right for her to get, if she recognizes, you don't know what her doctors are telling her. Maybe she is trying to get healthier. Does that mean she love herself how she is? That's not a hypocrite. That's I want to do better.
Well, can I say this though? She got two things working against her. Her mental health, which is telling her biology saying you need to lose weight, and then you have the machine who is telling her, we need you to push an agenda of body positivity. So it's almost like a ongoing battle within her because she want to continue to keep making money because it happened to Jenny McCartney. Well, not Jenny. What's her name? Melissa McCartney. When she lost the weight, she lost the show Mike and Molly. That's what happened to Mike and Molly. If anybody want to know why the show went off the air, because she decided to get healthy and lose weight. And the character that was from Molly was written to be a fat, homely girl. So when she lost the weight,
she contradicts herself constantly.
Yeah,
but that's what I'm saying. That's the internal conflict.
Skinny shames small girls. That's how I feel. I feel like she makes you feel bad for being healthy and small. Yeah. It's like
no,
that's how I feel. That's how I look at it.
This is like white people calling reverse racism or hetero people saying heterophobia. If you have been systematically and consistently oppressed, once you get a little bit of pride about yourself, you're not putting other people down. She's telling her other fat girls, you can have pride in who you are too. Like,
yes,
but players, I will say but I will say this. Monique did start the slandering of skinny women. She did. Monique. And then she lost weight. Monique, the comedian.
Monique, the comedian.
So what I'm saying is there is twofold. There is heterosexual phobia and there is homophobia. Some people do fear of homosexual people. And I'm like, no, they're people. Leave them alone. And the same thing with heterophobia. Some people just hate and despise straight couples. There are some people out there like that. So I'm saying there is twofold, but one has been going for so long that one is being overlooked. Like the fat thing. Like some people that are dark skinned, they think it's cool to go in on light skinned people, say they're not really black, and then everybody like, yeah. But as soon as a light skinned person says something about a dark skinned person, they is colorist. It's like, okay, one thing has been going on for so long.
Yeah.
I have yet to hear or see Lizzo. I'm not saying it doesn't exist. I said I haven't seen it, so don't come in my inbox with, oh, hear what she said. I don't give a F. What I'm saying is her being proud in who she is, that makes somebody who's skinny feel a certain way. That means they feel a certain way on their own. I've never seen Lizzo say, F these skinny, Monique did. I've never seen Lizzo say, F the skinny girls, F them. You should be like me. I've never heard her say or do that. Everything that she does is, if you look like me, you should love yourself, love the skin you're in. If you are unhappy with the skin you're in, try to lose the weight. Do it the best way you can, but don't hate yourself. There are people
why are people
not happy? She's
why are people under attack that don't agree with? They don't like how she looks. They don't think it's attractive. They don't think it's healthy. They don't think it's positive.
Why is it for you to
say? My point is, well, why are they under attack though? Why do we have to agree? Why do we have to like that? Why do we have to promote that?
Why do people comment on people's looks or body parts? Period. To me, that's lowbrow. I don't.
Bloggers do.
I try very hard not to.
That's just the world we live in. That's just the world we live in.
Not to say somebody is, now if they're unattractive to me, it's different saying unattractive. But I'm never gonna say she fat, she sloppy, he ugly, he black. Like that's not cool.
You never said
everybody has feelings.
I have said
that. I mean, everybody. I understand that. I mean, I get that everybody has feelings. Here's my thing with Lizzo. I like her music. I like who she is. Don't get me wrong. I don't give a shit if he's skinny, fat, whatever. If I just don't want to see your ass all the time on my timeline, I'm just moving your ass off my timeline.
I just talked about people
the message gets construed. When it comes to her, the message to me gets construed. I have been overweight and I have been skinny. Y'all can go back in my photos. I was 150 pounds and now I'm 118. Wow. I didn't like my body in the way that I looked when I gained weight because I was uncomfortable with myself. But there's also cognizant choices that you have to make in the way that you eat and change your lifestyle. I get it. Everybody not going to be a size 6 or a size 0 or a size 1. But there's always going to be someone that's not going to agree, and I get it. But there's time and place. I don't give a damn whether you're skinny or fat. There is time and place for something.
But Lizzo is exempt from time and place because she's a big girl. You understand? And if we say anything, we are fat. We're fat shaming. You see what I'm saying? Do you see the reverse thing happening there? Because
I
Lizzo should be allowed to walk around naked if she wants. And we should say that's beautiful and that is perfect. Go ahead and do it. Go to an NBA game, go to an NFL game and strip Lizzo, get naked, and it's okay. Because Lizzo's big, and if we say anything, we're fact shaming. That's how I do it.
I disagree.
Let me say
it's
this.
the way that it's said, and it's the fact that as much as people like to, well, don't say it, everybody else is doing it. The reality is there's documented proof of other stars who are smaller wearing the same outfits, being overexposed in the same way, and they do not get the backlash that Lizzo gets. That's it. That's all. That's how you look at patterns to say if something is discriminatory or not.
The thing is, Lizzo is very confident when it's coming to show her body, but she's not happy. I want her to show her confidence, but when she's crying 2 hours later, no. And CardiB, she's doing whatever she has to do to sell those records. And she admitted to what she did was very wrong. And guess what? We all, every fucking individual in the world, we judge people according to how they look. We may not say it out loud, but we do. And when we do that, we find out the person is another way nice, and then we start judging them for their niceness. We do look at people and judge them, players. That's all over the world. And if one person say they don't, they're a liar.
It's one thing to have your opinions and your judgments. It's a whole nother thing to say them out loud. I see stuff all day, every day, walking up and down the street, from ugly to not attractive to me, out of shape. I wouldn't wear it even if they look quote unquote skinny. I don't say it. I keep it to myself. I don't go on somebody's social media and chase them down or go in their DMs and put them down. You can have a lot, just like we're talking about time and place. There's a such thing as time and place. Keep your mouth off of other people. That's it. That's all. If it's not for you, block it off your timeline. Quit looking at it. As Schoolboy and everybody else said, I said it myself. I quit. It's too much. I quit following her. It's too much for me. But you don't know who else she may be helping or encouraging. And it's really sad that we want people to stay locked up in their houses and basically, I don't know, eat themselves to death or kill themselves or whatever. Because again, this is the one thing in our community, and that's the United States as a whole, that it's still cool to be.
Well, let me tell you, she does go in on people. She goes in on people. She does. And then she comes back and starts crying about it.
Yes.
She comes back and it's a whole sob story about it. It's like,
I will actually submit that no one who gets naked, and I don't care how skinny you are, in shape you are, or fine you are, is actually happy with themselves. If you're a happy whole person, you don't get out here and show your whole body for any and everybody to see.
Have you seen Toni Braxton? She's trying to look like Amber.
I saw her.
Amber. What's the girl's name? Amber what? What's the
Amber Rose?
Amber Rose.
I thought it was Amber Rose at first.
I thought that was Tamar Braxton. I'm like, she stole Tamar.
Get a butt lift. That's just my opinion. She has a nice body. And how did she get so light skinned? When did that happen? Is that a filter? What is going on? Or is she bleaching?
She could have been started.
I don't know.
Hell, everybody light skinned now.
She's bleaching. Well, she looked like Amber Rose. She looks good for her age, but she needs a booty lift. I mean, we all judge. It's out there. I mean, but when I go in somebody's DM and say to them, girl, I don't like you because you too skinny, girl, I don't like this red hair on you, or I don't like you because you too big, or no. But we all judge. It's human nature. You look at people and you have an opinion. You may not say it verbally, but we all judge. I don't know. I'm still not feeling Lizzo. I don't like people walking around half naked. I really don't. I just don't. I don't care how big, how skinny you are. I don't think that's body positivity. I think that's gross. Put on some clothes. You can look big, and you like Monique. She looks amazing. She looked amazing to me when she was a big girl. She really did. She dressed appropriately. Her hair was always on point. Always neat, always classy. And no one ever talked about her necessarily being a big girl. No. I never really heard the negative remarks about Monique, right?
Yeah, I think it happened in childhood. That's why she was coming with a vengeance, talking about you skinny women are
But it
evil.
was comedic though. It
Yeah,
wasn't like she
but
was,
but
she used
Yeah, you can. Yes,
but
you can
but it
bleach
was
your whole
rooted
body.
in
Y'all don't know there's pills you can take. You take a pill and it bleaches your whole body. Yeah,
it
except for
does.
your lips. Your lips ain't gonna change that much.
But my thing is this. Let me say this. That's why I say it's hypocrisy, because we could sit here and say that it's rooted in fat phobia and all this other stuff, but if the roles reverse, if someone else does it, no, it's because of this. No, she's just wrong. And I'm sorry, in life there are certain things certain people can do and certain other people can't do. Now, if she wants to wear them outfits, I'm sorry, you have to be a little bit small to wear them. Certain things for men too. I'm not exempting us. I can't dress like my slim homeboy. I'm a big dude. I just can't dress like him. He can't dress like me because he'll look like the clothes are swallowing him up, and he'll look ridiculous. Y'all remember them dudes that used to come with them two big shirts?
Yes,
remember
you
remember them shirts, them tall tees?
Yeah,
those tall tees were meant for me and my size, and we used to make fun of them like, you look ridiculous wearing my clothes. So it just goes back into dressing appropriate for your size, and everybody's not built the same. Everybody's not meant to be built the same. But I like what y'all was saying about body positivity. It does need to be there until the meantime, till she loses the weight, because you have to have self-esteem, and you have to have confidence, because people like, you need to lose the weight. I was like, well, I need to get my mind right first. Once I get my mind right and feel good about myself, I'm gonna lose weight. Well, you're gonna feel good once you lose weight. No, that's not how that works. That's not how that works, because I know some people that got the weight loss surgery and their mind wasn't right, and they still thought they were a fat person because their mind wasn't right. There's something mentally wrong with Lizzo, and she's hurting. Her little girl has not been healed. So when people say she just need to lose weight, it's not that easy, folks. It's not. I'm here to tell you, as a big person, it's not. Once you feel comfortable with yourself, be like, man, I need to eat better. Oh, I feel good. I need to go ahead and do this. And then when you do eat bad, be like, dang, I shouldn't have ate that. But then let me get back on the bandwagon and keep doing it. It takes time. You know what I mean? So as far as Lizzo, I wish she would go back to like the Kelly Price days. Nobody never really talked about Kelly Price weight like that, except the people in the industry like that. They say that stuff about her. From the dudes I hung out with, we like Kelly Price. It's good.
Like,
yeah,
she never really got trolled online because of her weight. Did Luther Vandross get trolled because of his weight?
Well, they didn't have social media.
Well, I mean, like, I'm talking about like in magazines or just at concerts. People. There was no social media, but it was word of mouth. Whenever anyone talked about Luther, we never talked about his weight, really.
That's not true. That's why he felt the pressure. And that's why he was constantly yo-yo dieting.
That was a machine, though. That wasn't the people.
That was the machine. And I mean, even with Jasmine,
I remember
Jasmine Sullivan. Okay, Jasmine Sullivan was big.
He lost his voice. He lost his way.
Yeah.
He lost.
I mean, Jasmine Sullivan was big. She lost weight. Y'all still mad. So it's no pleasing people, even when they change it. You can't please folks. You got to please yourself.
Yes.
Okay, let me go ahead and add Bonnet Cutie to the chat. Hey, Bonnet Cutie, how you doing, girl?
Hey guys, how are you? Oh, sorry, excuse me. Had a little burp, sorry. But Schoolboy, I have to applaud you because you said a whole word when it came to the whole talking about like the whole like us being blamed as a community for like over sexualization, which really like in general, like a problem. It's not our fault. So I have to personally say that. For Bishop talking about that surgery, those surgeries and having to get your mind right, that's so true because where I work at a hospital, we try to get patients to do sickle cell transplants. And unfortunately, a lot of them, especially the younger ones, they're really hooked on a lot of these drugs that they're given. So in order for them to get the transplant, they have to get in their mind that like they basically can't be dependent on these drugs, because if they get this transplant, they're going to still think in the back of their mind, oh, well, like I'm still in pain. I'm feeling this crisis. Like I need you to give me this, that, and the third. So that's 100% right. And I just wanted to put that out there because I agree.
Yeah.
Because it's real, like in order to get those type of surgeries, you have to have a good like mental state. It has to, because your body is so used to the drugs and so used to, like being dependent, and because you're always in pain crisis and everything, like it's the same thing with like those surgeries. Like you're gonna want to overeat and overeat and overeat. Like that's why when you see these people on 600-pound life and stuff like that, it's like they don't get it. Like people like sit here and like judge them for all that, but it's like it's really all mental. Like it's not their fault.
Love that
like,
show.
Their body. I'm sorry.
I said I love that show. You're right about that.
I mean, I don't watch it like that, but I know like it's basically the same rhetoric, just a different person. So like that type of stuff for sure. Yeah, it's all mental. But definitely wanted to come by and see y'all. Oh, and Judge Joe Brown is kind of wild. That's another thing. I don't really want to go deep in it, but just long story short, he's kind of wild with the stuff he just said. That's just my opinion. Like I agree with some of it. Like when he talks about certain things, I agree. But then like just in general, like I don't know. It's just
yes,
too much.
He is wild. I will say that he's out there, and
that video you just showed, I was like, what is going on?
Yeah, that was a few years ago when he got drunk, child. Listen.
No, that's what I'm saying. He that uncle that like he be at the club like trying to sway with these young women and stuff. No. We don't need that.
All right, my love. Thank you so much for calling in. We appreciate you. How's school? You out of school now?
For the summer, I'm out. I start an online class next week.
Okay, you're an overachiever. Look at you.
Hey. We ain't being
I'm good with that.
All right, my love. You have a wonderful holiday weekend. We love seeing you.
You guys too.
Bye, honey. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, guys in the backstage, if you're high or if you had edibles or anything of that nature, please just go ahead and log out. Okay. All right. Let me see here. Let me see who on my ad because I'm not.
Well, they look real high.
Hey, girl, how you doing?
Hey,
how y'all doing?
Doing good.
Okay, all right, let's get into this mess again. All right, let me start with, let's just start with it all. Summer Walker, I seen the post. I seen when she went in them DMs and was doing all this with the whole hemp stuff. I didn't understand it. Then the conversation about the breastfeeding and tried to break down somebody's pockets on how they supposed to be able to take care of their child. I didn't get all that. And I digress on from that mess. Then we get to, the Lizzo thing. I'm not a big girl, but I'm not a small girl either. But I do like to see the fact that she's positive with her body. It do make me feel very, okay, I got a big gut. That's what's up then. Be proud of it. Because she's proud. So, I'm okay with it, but I do agree. I don't like to be on social media too much because it is nothing but sexualization. TikTok has went from a bunch of, nice little dances for the kids to do to now everything, the silhouette challenge, the bust it. I mean, come on.
Too much.
It's too much. And I agree with him on that, but we can't, like what Miss Princess said, we can't police everything because at school they got it. They showing it at school. They got friends who showing it. You can't police them as hard as you think you can. And Judge Joe, that man has been out of his mind since when he snapped on them folks on his show. We seen it. Y'all, we've been watching this man for years act like this. Older people, they say what's on their mind because they're stuck in their generation. I enjoy talking to older people because they're wise, but they're not ready for change and they're not used to it. So they stuck. I mean, we have to just respect their opinions, but we also, in a way, have to try to teach them as well. And that's it. Y'all have a blessed and safe holiday weekend, and I love y'all.
You too. Enjoy your holiday weekend, and thank you for calling in. I love her. I love you. Yes.
Bye.
Bye, boo. She has the best personality and smile. Oh my God. Wait a minute. I just got a report that our field correspondent, Queen Tulsa, Oklahoma, is coming in live from the field.
Yes, girl.
Queen Tulsa, how are you?
I am well. Hello, everybody on the panel. Hello, Monica. If you are in this chat on this video, go ahead and like this channel and go ahead and ding that notification bell to get all the notifications when we go live. Okay, we're going to jump right into it. Since we are talking about Judge Joe Brown in an interview, someone asked, "What's your take on the Bill Cosby situation?" Judge Joe Brown replied, "Who cares? Who cares?" See, I went to some of those parties back when you walked in and they had a bunch of groupies, and those girls would take off their tops and blouses off and run around topless or in their panties trying to get laid. Then 40 years later, they want to complain about it. My thoughts are, you're an allegedly enabler. You're disgusting. Summer Walker, do we need to have an intervention? Are you depressed? Is your guy out of sight? Looking for attention? You've got it. Where's your team? We are concerned. It was the way you were holding your baby that offended myself and your followers. Moving right along. All right. What in the I learned to be a scientist online? Summer, I get you. Feel the people have been misleading the people, but don't put your baby in harm's way. Don't put your baby at risk. Is London making more babies? I mean, more tracks? We need him on location and we need him ASAP. Who's playing with magic? There's a third person. Someone else is involved, providing a much needed fix, okay? We need to figure out, where is London? Why aren't you around? The people are concerned. Summer did not make this baby on her own. You get what I'm saying? You all exposed and you all told us in front of the world that was her dad. So we need you here, and she does too. Are we looking at a live sacrifice? Who's your doctor, Summer? Babies should only have breast milk and formula. Summer Walker, didn't you just have a mental breakdown not long ago? Stage fright, etc. Sisters that are close to her, move in. We need to definitely check on her mental. She is definitely screaming out. She needs help, and we don't need to just take this lightly. And give me 1 second. The people are calling.
Yes, girl, let them call.
Okay, the people are calling. They are definitely calling for. They're calling for Detective Marcella and myself. Marcella, are you ready to go retrieve the baby?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Jesus, take the wheel.
The haters make you famous. Yes.
They do.
They make you famous.
Oh,
Suki now.
Hi.
She went to Pretty Woman?
We're in Hollywood.
Yeah.
All right. Children.
Girl, let me put my glasses on.
Yes, we're on to some detective work. You need to get your detective gear. We definitely need to disguise ourselves. Okay, let me say this. Children are beautiful. Mine bring me so much joy. They're truly my blessings. You don't have to have a baby to be a parent. Surrogacy, etc. is available. I'm a bonus mom, and all the stereotypes of LGBTQIA equals, negatives as the stereotypes. Here's some energy you can digest. I'm a parent of a LBG. My daughter is trans. I love my baby no matter what. Nobody can change my mind on it. It shouldn't be a big deal, but when you have ignorant people and the people that just don't want to learn, people only hate what they don't understand. So if people would be more willing to accept and have a conversation about it and, just have a great time, we can talk about it. There's a time and place for everything. Lizzo, we get you're comfortable with your body. Not everything is for the internet. Just make an OnlyFans and move forward. Joe, I was about to call you George. Joe, you remind me of an annoying uncle that drinks at the barbecue and will explain I'm not drunk, but getting on everybody's nerves. Exposing your 50-year-old wife pictures, I cringe. That's all. I'm Queen Toast, reporting live in the field on All About the Tea.
Yes.
All right, Queen. Oh, we did a
Yes.
wardrobe change.
I love that Hollywood outfit, girl. Let it show.
All right, Vivian.
Work it, baby. Work that body.
Yeah.
Work it.
Okay.
All right, let's get one of these on ya.
Thank you, Queen Tulsa. Folks, that is Queen Tulsa coming to you live from the field with a report tonight. Have a great weekend. Enjoy your holiday weekend.
Yes.
And
Oh,
tell
girl,
Rich-
let me have that body. Let me.
Bye.
And tell Richard Gere I said hello.
Oh, Marcella. Okay. Oh, my goodness gracious.
Queen Tulsa got me wanted to drop.
I'm gonna add Lakeisha to the chat. Hey, Lakeisha.
Hey guys.
Hey, boo. How you doing?
What happened to the lights?
Turn off the lights.
And lose the glasses.
I'm not in the bathroom. But I wanted to comment on both three, just real briefly. I want to know, where's the women in her life to help her with this baby, her newborn. I know we all can make mistakes when we're first-time mothers, and you have learning curves, but where are the women in her life? Where's her aunts, her mom, the grandmother, somebody to rally around and just be like, listen, I'm not telling you what to do, but I'm actually going to give you some advice. Where are they?
Yeah. Hello?
Judge Mathis, I just think he's like this really old, opinionated guy. And usually they are, he's a grumpy old man. And, they just say shit out of their ass because they feel like their opinions are, valued, and, they can put their judgments on somebody else's life and how they want to live it. But, somebody can do the same with him. They can say, well, you have a 50-year-old wife. You need to be at home instead of here, hugging it up with the Hooter girls.
Yeah.
Girl. And
listen.
He's a chauvinist.
Very much so. And Lizzo, so I understand, you being, or anybody being proud of their weight. But listen, I actually get tired. I don't want to see it. I will block, delete anybody, family, friends. I don't care who it is. And I don't follow a lot of celebrities on my Instagram accounts. But I do not want to see no ass. I don't want to see twerking. And I actually get very sad about it because it seems now it's a trophy. It's a trophy. If you got an ass, I don't care if it's small, big, can you twerk it? White, Mexican, black, can you twerk your ass? And
I'm so sick of twerking now. Aren't you tired of it?
I'm annoyed by it. Because it's like we as women, we want to be respected as well, but then at the same time we're saying, hey, we're only valued by our assets. And then get mad when the dude,
when it's not received.
It's crazy. Like, respect yourself. I work in the fashion industry here and there, and there's no way I don't care what you want to pay me, I am not putting on something that's going to expose my ass. Nobody's going to see me out here with my ass exposed. I have kids. And then Lizzo out here doing like soft porn. That's kind of like soft porn, but nobody's saying it. When you're twerking like that and you got all that ass and everything go right up in the crack, that's soft porn. That's soft porn. And it's something for everybody. And when it's soft porn, go ahead. There's people who got fetishes for it. But it needs to be in closed doors. It shouldn't be in access to kids and teenagers and 8-year-old little girls thinking it's okay to be at school and twerking it and shaking it. You should be teaching our young kids to value themselves, no matter what size, but also to have a healthy mentality, also to have a healthy diet, also to have a healthy emotional life. We have all these old systems that we need to do away with because, now we have therapy.
Yeah.
Get it. Everybody, even therapists get receive therapy at the end of the day. She needs therapy. Like, ma'am, you have to love yourself, but also work on yourself while loving yourself. And don't put yourself out there to be scrutinized, because people are going to give their opinion who likes you big or small. And I couldn't imagine being able to take that every night, looking at it, reading through it, seeing negative comments. Yeah. So, Ples, I hear your argument on it, Ples. But she also has, at some point, any woman at any size has to show some value in themselves. And when you're declassing yourself like that, that's not showing any value, and you're just straight target, no matter what.
Mm-hmm. And you know what somebody just said in the chat, that twerking is for grandmas. Let me let you know. If somebody is trying to lose weight, don't tell us you're trying to lose weight. Let us see it for ourselves and tell you. And as far as twerking for the grandmas, I am a grandma and I twerk for my husband only. I would never get up here and be naked for y'all to show y'all what I do for my man. But guess what? If you're going to lose weight, lose weight. But Lizzo, I respect you for your confidence. Please do that on your own and stop crying about it. Lakeisha, I agree with you 110.
Yeah. Delane says that you look like Jodie Watley from Shalimar. You really do. You
You
do.
You look like a different woman every day.
Yes, definitely. Thank you, my love. Thank you, sweetheart, for calling in.
Yes.
You got any plans for the weekend? You doing anything?
Sleeping.
Yeah, right.
I sound so bad. I sound so bad, but sleeping.
I understand.
Yeah, I'm not going anywhere. No barbecues.
some rest.
Sleeping. Yeah, I won't see me out
And
here
it's still
twerking.
COVID. It's still a pandemic, so keep that in mind too.
Not in
Yeah.
Atlanta. We have.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot.
You remember the mask mandate dropped like 2 weeks ago? I mean, you can go in and you don't even have to have a mask on. You can just cough in it right in there.
Y'all free. Y'all free like we are in Texas. They just free. Food
Yes,
line free.
Very free.
Today we were free in Virginia, no mask.
No mask and no clothes in Atlanta because it's hot. No mask and no clothes. So all I see is
I'm here for the sundresses and no draws.
Listen, no, they don't do the sundresses here because the hotter it get, the less clothes you put on. So that's and Atlanta's the home of, when you come down, you see we're the home of the fake booties.
Yeah.
So you somebody with some skinny legs like mine with a big old badonkadonk, just ridiculous. Don't match their ankles or they calves.
Tiny.
Bugs Life.
Tiny. Okay, my love, you have a great weekend. Get some rest. And
Same to you guys.
Safe
Bye, my
weekend.
love. Bye.
Bye.
Cheryl Cooper, thank you for the super chat. Hello, panels and teacups. Just watching in my hospital bed from lupus flare up that messing with my kidneys and lungs. Oh dear.
Oh my God.
Prayers to you. Hang in there, sis. Prayers to you. I hope you get well very, very soon. Lupus is no joke. Those flare-ups are some serious business, okay? Serious business. Oh my goodness. All right, let me acknowledge some super chats before we head out of here because there's a bad storm here and I may lose power very shortly. Let me see here. Let me see. Okay. Donna, thank you so much for the super chat. Yes, ma'am, please speak the truth. I was waiting to hear from you. Yes, D. Shug, thank you so much for the super chat. Schoolboy, we love you. Strong and opinions are just like booties. We all have them. LOL. As you kids say, turn up. Everyone isn't elevated. All right. Kesha, thank you so much for the super chat. I just don't understand a sinner judging other sinners just because they sin differently. God loves us all. He does. He really, really does. Loves us all. And there, like you said, no sin is greater than the other sin. Yes. Sonia Wharton, thank you for the super chat. Coming to get some. Hey, it's Cougar Bay. Schoolboy intelligence is sexy. Here we go. Here we go.
I was told there earlier today. Thank you.
You got a tattoo on your neck. What's your tattoo?
Those
What's that tattoo? On the other side. What is it? I can't see it. What is that? Lips? Oh, okay. Rainbow lips.
It's got the rainbow. Yeah, it's got the LGBTQIA colors in it.
With your pretty skin. Okay.
All
right.
Yes.
You're going to blame it on the juice. You're going to blame it on the goose.
Marcella, how are you in the chat and giving super chats?
Because I want y'all to know, as a grandma, I'm twerking for Mr. Davis.
She says, I can't.
You're not twerking for Jesus?
Twerking.
Mr. Davis.
So you're not doing
tonight.
twerking for Jesus.
Oh my goodness.
Remember they had that gift twerking
Oh
for
my
Jesus?
God,
Oh my
yeah.
I
God.
remember that.
No,
Yes,
I'm
yes,
talking for
yes.
Jesus on Sunday at 9:00 in my grandma dress. But tonight will be for
Black
Mr.
Jesus.
Davis in my Lizzo dress.
Okay, I'm gonna add Andrew to the chat. Hey, sweetie.
Lord have mercy, y'all. And twerking for Jesus. Y'all remember that video, Drop It Low for Jesus?
Yeah.
Drop it low for Jesus.
Jesus.
Tell them on your mind.
Hit those likes. Hit those likes.
I remember that song.
Oh, listen. I really don't have no words for Summer Walker. I'm not in that. But I want to go straight to Judge Doodoo Brown. I mean, sir,
Okay.
you and your drunk self.
I know you're gonna read.
I just don't understand. Who are you to even read somebody? I'm sorry. You have no, like, you with two women who are barely half naked. But then you want to talk about Lizzo and her being a hippo. Sir, sit your drunk self down somewhere. Like, really. I like, listen, as far as Lizzo, look, sis, get a backbone. That's all I got to say. Get a backbone, sis. You know what you're doing. Be confident in what you're doing. Just, just cover it up. Like, you got to find ways to wear outfits that, insinuate the curve. It don't have to be always out all the time, Like, that's it. But as far as CardiB, okay, yeah, she could have been in prison, but she's honest to a fault. I mean, she said it in the WAP song. She's a certified freak, 7 days a week. Woo, that's what she said. Yeah. Y'all know she's honest. Y'all know she could have been in the jail, but y'all bypass it. So because it's just it's the generation right now. Our generation is different right now. This generation, they ain't got no respect, no morals, no nothing. Because if they still do, you wouldn't even see this mess with Portia right now. You wouldn't see this mess with Season, all these reality bums. I'm just saying, you wouldn't see this mess right now.
Did he say reality bums?
Yeah, reality bums, Bishop. Yes. I mean, Hennessy wouldn't even be as popping as it is right now, Marcel. I'm just saying, the commercials, they got Hennessy on commercials. I mean, yeah. So, it's just a different generation, different times, but it's just up to us and up to you parents to turn off the TVs and raise your kids. That's all you got to do.
Say it one more time.
Just raise your kids. Turn off the TV and raise your kids. But y'all want to be up there in the club twerking too, though.
Yeah.
How about that? How about that? Raise your kids.
But y'all want to be up there in the club twerking too. And I'm sick of this word twerking.
You twerking with your kids.
Yeah, twerking with your kids.
Right.
I'm sick of this word twerking. Now, it was back in the day, it was called booty popping. That's what it was called.
The percolator.
It ain't nothing different.
All right, my love. Thank you for calling in. The storm is getting really bad out.
Oh, yes.
Can y'all hear it in the back or no?
No.
You hear it
But
thrashing?
it's our way down here.
I'm right next to a
over here.
window and it's thrashing and
oh, get away from
I love that word, thrashing.
Thrashing, right. I was about to say that too.
Listen, okay.
You want to thrash tonight.
You enjoy your holiday weekend, my love.
Now,
bye.
All right, bye.
Tawana to Inspire TV. Thank you, my love. Love everyone. I don't care who you like. That's right, you don't. All right. Oh, Rolanda Walker, thank you for the super chat. Wasn't he on that stuff? No, he just drinks. The stuff is in gin and juice. Yeah. The message is cool, but the messenger is questionable. He needs to go back and rest in the retirement home. Ooh, ouch. Okay.
You need to get a wife.
Y'all leave Judge Joe Brown alone.
Okay. Nash, thank you so much for this super chat. Regarding summer, unfortunately, you don't need a license, certificate, or test to be a parent. You just need body parts. Then show up on the scene. Love y'all. Missing Nola since I moved home to Memphis. Oh, okay. Got to get back down and visit after this situation here. Cheryl Cooper, thank you for the super chat. She says, I love your hair, Ples. Yeah, after the pandemic, that's the situation I'm talking about. Anthony Lester, thank you so much for the super chat. We appreciate you. Judge Joe is an angry old man. He kind of is, isn't he?
Yes.
Y'all leave him alone.
They hate ambition. They bunch of haters.
Y'all leave my drunk uncle alone.
Oh Lord. Yeah, he the drunk uncle, all right. He the drunk uncle that's manning the barbecue this weekend with them slides on. Yeah, that uncle.
With them sandals and barbecuing.
Attempt for being late.
And he got the church socks on with the sandals.
Yes.
Jessica Marie, thank you for the Cash App. We appreciate you. Thank you. All right, let's go ahead and wrap things up.
Yes.
This is coming down out here really bad. Schoolboy, where can they find you?
Oh, you can find me on my YouTube channel, Speaking the Truth and Not Giving a Damn, at Schoolboy. And you can find me on Twitter with my random thoughts, still not giving a damn, at school_boy. And you could go to my Instagram where I still don't give a damn, at school_boy_2021. Because what they say back in school was rubber is glue, bounce off of you. So whatever you say to me, don't hurt my feelings, because I live in my truth. How about you live in yours? Amen.
You really do live in your truth. And just so you know, I love you. You're like a daughter to me. I tell you that all the time. And I hate that you felt offended by anything he said, because I really don't think he meant any harm against you.
He's just an old ass, ignorant ass man. And you know, that's what they do from them old school, olden days. But we got to break the cycle with that.
Yeah. Antasia Robertson, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank y'all so much, loves. Keep coming with the tea. Good night. Good night to you. Marcella, where can they find you?
You can find me on All the Real Housewives discussion on Facebook. And then I'm on Speak With Your Girl, Marcella, on YouTube. But you can find my ass on All About the Tea. When the tea is dripping hot, I got my tongue out accepting it. Meet me here, y'all. Meet me here, because I love my All About the Tea.
I hear that thunder. Clap. Shit.
You hear it? You hear it now? Yeah.
You gonna let it rain on you tonight?
And I'm gonna be in the bed, grandma, tonight.
Yo, thank you so much for the super chat. Hello from Kona, Hawaii. I'm on vacation, but still need my tea. Aloha. That's so nice. Oh,
Aloha.
In Hawaii.
Let me do a little dance for her. Shit.
Go ahead.
You better get it, Marcella.
I love that dress. It's giving me.
I'm so happy, guys. Tell them, Monica, I got an award today.
Well, tell them.
I got an award today, y'all, because of my charitable things that I do in my community. And for being a foster parent, I take in emergency kids. And I'm really just happy. So happy I'm giving head tonight.
Hey.
Clap it up for Marcella. Listen. That's a beautiful thing.
You know, if I was with your husband, I'd be misogynist and just give him a high five.
You don't give me a high five.
Don't get mad at me. Just blame it on the
high fives when he take both of his hands and put it on my head while I'm giving head.
Goodness gracious.
Don't hate, man.
I was going to tell my business, but now go ahead.
Tell your business. We want to
Go ahead. Please go ahead and tell my business.
Don't you love it when they pull your hair at the same time?
Oh, yes, Jesus.
Pull up and it just, I'm sorry, y'all. What's my business?
This ain't after, what the hell? Marcella's giving head. You're getting your hair pulled. This ain't after dark.
I am serious. I'm about to roll this hair up in a ponytail and let him pull it. Even if your hair fake, let him pull it, girls. It just,
Lord. My big
beyond.
You heard that thunder? My big sis speaks. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you all. I go back to work Sunday through Thursday till midnight. You really helped me recuperate. Love you all. Love you too, my love. I want to acknowledge Sequoia Taylor. Thank you for the super chat. What you guys are forgetting is the concept of punching up versus punching down. Punching up is never threatens the opportunities of the people up top. Okay. All right. Yeah. Angela Allen, thank you so much for the super sticker. We appreciate you. Thank you. Minky Finky, I love that name. Thank you so much for the super chat. He was lit. Yeah, he was. Donna, thank you so much for the super chat again. We appreciate you. JJ, thank you for the super sticker. Let me see here. What was this? Okay, I think I saw DB Johnson in the chat said he sent a super chat. Thank you. I'm sorry if I missed it. My apologies. Ples, where can they find you?
You can find me over on Instagram at scared_of_beautiful. And here on YouTube, my channel is Scared of Beautiful, just spaces, no periods.
All right. Bishop, where can they find you?
You can find me on the juice. Just blame it on the juice. Yeah, ever since we talked about Lizzo, I love that song by her. I love that song, though. And I love them braids on Player's hair. But you can find me at The Bishop on YouTube with 2 E's. And you can also find me on the Twittergram at Bishop Redpill.
Yeah. Folks, Teacup fam, please like and share this video and subscribe to All About the Tea. I want to thank you for tuning in tonight. We love each and every one of you. Mods, as usual, thank you so much for holding down the chat. Everyone that sent in a super chat or a cash app, thank you so much for helping us keep the lights on. We appreciate your support very much. I want y'all to have a safe and blessed holiday weekend. And hopefully we'll see you back here on Monday. I don't know. I haven't spoken to the panel yet if we're going to do a show Monday, but I think we might be able to. But we'll let you know for sure. Okay. All right.
I love you. I love you, schoolboy.
I love you, schoolboy. I love everybody on the panel.
Hey.
I want y'all to stay
Bishop,
safe
thank you.
and be
I love
blessed.
everybody.
Bye.
Bishop, I know you got a headache, but I wish you had another headache.
Oh, yeah.
What?
I wish too.
What? Marcella, go to bed. What the hell? Bye. Bye. Bye.